Go? Is it gonna
I think
go? It looks like it's going. Wait, I don't see a picture yet. There we go. Excellent connection.
awesome.
Yes, we're
I
live.
love an excellent
Do
connection.
you see live? I see
Not yet.
live.
Let me
No.
rewind because I need to mute on there. There we go. Live. Okay, mute. Yay!
Yeah, I'm already muted, so let's see.
Yeah, you're
So,
fast. You're fast.
well, I mean, it's that way already. Let's see. Not live chat. Okay, so we
Jen
got
and Michelle.
Mixin Babes. I wanted
Babes.
to say, I was like, boy, somebody already took Mixin Vixens. That was too easy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I
I
watch
can't
their
steal.
show every Sunday.
I can't steal Mixin Vixens.
Dang it.
But
We need to
Mixin
get them
Babes,
over.
it works.
Yeah, I
I
like
mean,
this
we might
song.
be we might be menopausal babes, but we're babes.
Yeah, we're still babes. Still babes. All right, so, ooh, I like the intro.
Hi.
There we are.
There we
Hi.
are. What's up?
What's
Okay.
up with you?
So I don't know if anybody's actually here. It says there's two people here, but
Where are they?
I don't know. They're not saying nothing. But um, so it's May 27th, and it's Memorial Day weekend this weekend. So 3-day
Yeah.
weekend. Woot, woot.
Yay.
Um, what else was there? I was gonna say.
Um,
Um, I have no idea. I got my stitches out this morning. Oh gosh, look, I'm already. Stan Szynski's here.
Hi, Stan.
Hi, Stan. He's one of
I
my
know you're excited.
long-time customers. Long, long
Maybe.
time. There's some another
Ooh.
hot mama in the room right there. Susan is in the room.
Wait,
What is it?
wait. Hey,
Susan in the
sexy lady.
house.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Scott.
Oh, lead pipe. I talked to lead pipe just the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, on actually like on the phone in like real life. I
People still
know.
do that.
I know. Who does that anymore? Um, very excited to hear that at least for a little while, Lead Pipe and his lovely wife may be moving to Georgia temporarily.
Nice. Ooh.
So yeah, a little far from me. I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably a good 3 or 4 hours
Yeah.
from me, but definitely a doable like day trip kind of thing, you know.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. So is it
um,
further than you and I are?
um, probably a similar distance. I mean, because it's sort of like straight south. Like
Okay.
it's straight south, like towards Valdosta. Um, hello, Penn and Callie. How are you
I
doing?
can.
Yeah, it would be a day trip. Like, because it's definitely not something you could just kind of hop over and do for a couple hours and then come back. Because, like I said, it's probably a good 4 hours. Because I mean, I would say between 3 and 4. Because it's like 4.5 hours to Savannah,
Oh, that's
and longitudinally it's actually south of Savannah, but Savannah is like going like southeast, whereas this is
okay.
straight south kind of thing. So,
Oh,
um, yeah.
I
Is it
want to go to.
Townsend or Towson? I think you told me Towson. Um, but anyway, it's just based near Valdosta, which is near Valdosta is like the last city you go through before you get to Florida.
Okay.
Um,
So
and
yeah, a little
she
bit.
is like in the dead center of Alabama, like
Yeah.
south. Like, how far are you from Gulf Shores?
Gosh, I don't know. I'm an hour and 45 from Birmingham, and I'm an hour away from Montgomery, so I'm dead center
Yeah,
to
she's like
those.
dead center in the south half of Alabama. So
Man,
probably a similar distance, I would think.
very
Um,
cool.
I want to come out and see her chickens. I
Yes, my
don't.
chickens. They're all standing out there looking at me now. I forgot to give them snacks today, so.
They're so cute.
Oh, tell Bella hi.
Okay,
Love you, Bells.
you're your parents-in-law live on an island? Now that's very freaking cool.
Ooh.
I didn't even know. I guess what lake would that be down? I don't even know what lake that would be down there, but to live on an island is really cool,
I want to go to an island. I
right?
want to stay on an island.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, so what you been doing this week?
Um, Not a whole heck of a lot. I tell you what, boy, y'all be liking that Clockworks custard. Woof! I already had to go buy some
Yay!
more flavors for that.
I knew that was coming. I knew.
I was
Listen,
I had to put in an order just yesterday for to refill a couple of the flavors in that recipe because woo, you guys are just chowing that thing down.
well, I
Um,
already used my whole bottle, so yeah, might have to order. I should have ordered bigger. I don't know what I was thinking.
oh, and I want to say I don't know if any of you. I mean, there's only 7 of you here, so oh, I didn't even see Scott's is here. Hi, Scott's. Um, the 7 of you here, if you happen to be on my website, you're ordering concentrate, and if you're ordering a Tears of Crimson flavor, those are just a set size. We're just doing 30 mils on those, straight up, no variation, just 30 mils. But for the Higgy flavors, you can order 5 different sizes. And I just want to say, or actually, you can order 5 different needle tip sizes or 3 different syringe tip sizes. And if you don't select one of them, it defaults to the smallest. I sent out an order today. I strongly feel that the customer did not realize that and just hit add to cart. So she probably thought, wow, I'm getting this awesome deal, a bottle for $2.25. She's probably going to be upset when she opens it up and realizes she just got a 10 ml bottle. But if you don't select anything, um, Danette,
Hey,
hi.
Jeanette.
Ah, I didn't expect to see you here, and I just want to say I am so sorry. I don't know what happened, but I know the result of what happened, and I cried for you, and I'm gonna start crying again. I'm so sorry. And I'll just leave it at that. Sorry.
Love you.
Okay, take a deep breath.
Hey, Jane
Hi,
Baker.
Mr. Chain Vapor.
Jen, look what I'm using.
What? I didn't even know you had an SX Mini. Is that the T class?
Oh yeah, but I was talking about what's on the tea glass.
Oh, did you make it?
I did it. I did it. So excited.
Well, how did it go? How's it vaping?
Awesome. Awesome and awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
Danette,
but I
I'm
did.
so sorry. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
oh God, honey.
I mean, I wanted to give you the opportunity to open the door to talk about it if you wanted to, but I didn't want to talk about it if you didn't want to. I just wanted to let you know how sorry I am. Um,
That's right.
but I saw your post and I was just really overwhelmed. I'm really, really sorry. So, anyway, um,
I didn't see the post. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Danette.
um, it was her son.
Oh my God.
I'm, I know you are, and I just can't even imagine. I really can't. I'm just, see, look at me. I'm still crying. I'm really, really sorry. Um, it's it's a real killer, I mean, it's just. Well, I'm glad that you have uh, um, such a big
Amen.
family to support you and help you get through this because I can't even imagine, and I'm so so sorry.
I don't even know what to
Um,
say, honey.
I know there's no words. I'm sorry just doesn't seem enough, like. But know that you have so many people who love you and so many people who I didn't even expect you to show up today. I really didn't. I wanted to reach out to you, but I just kind of felt like it was family time and yeah. So, but I've been thinking about you and I've been praying for you. So, deep breaths and let's make Danette laugh.
Mm,
What do you say to that? Huh? Let's do something to
I
make
can
her laugh.
I can share a chicken picture.
Oh my gosh, share some chicken pictures.
Do I know how to do that?
She has and Danette lives on a farm, so um, she's very familiar. I think she raises goats, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? Ooh, if you raise goats, I want to talk to you about goat milk. I'll share
I
eggs.
think she does goats,
Love goats.
maybe sheep. Um, I don't think she does cows. I don't know. Danette, tell us what kind of animals you have on your farm. Yes, chicken pigs, chicken pigs, chicken pigs.
I'm
They're
trying to figure
so
out,
cute. She has like 11 of them, and there was only supposed to be one rooster, and she got three roosters,
and I'm not
and
eating
one of them is already called Foghorn Leghorn because he's got an attitude.
yes.
Yes, I'm using the Zoom cam. I took your advice.
Hey, Scuba, I don't
Sheep,
know how to share.
sheep and miniature donkeys.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
Hello, Cherokee
Cherokee.
Vapor. How you doing?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Jen, I don't know how to share pictures off my computer.
Well, I can do it. If are they on your Facebook?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
then I will share it. You know what? I saw the post that you made earlier. Let me just go to your profile and just share that.
My kids say they're not funny. I think they're funny.
I think they're hilarious.
Thank you.
They're
Oh,
so
miniature.
hilarious and they're so cute.
I want to see miniature donkeys.
I know,
Oh my
right?
gosh. How cute is that? Yeah, but I Scuba, I saw the share button and it said share screen, but it doesn't say share like stuff from your desktop because I'm computer illiterate today or something.
All right, I'm gonna do a smart selection here. So I won't be able to see the chat while I do this, but I'm gonna scroll through these pictures that she made earlier today, these little memes. So tell us have you named them all? Like,
Uh, you're gonna love this name, Bach Hugo, Bawkugo, Bach Hugo.
okay, now is that who's on the screen right now, or have you seen?
That's him
Okay, this is
or her.
Bakugo.
Yeah,
All right,
or
that's
I don't know if
her.
it's a her or a him. I'm not real sure yet. I guess
Oh,
what?
I thought you said you knew which ones were roosters and which
No,
ones
my
were
husband
hens.
says he does. I have no idea,
Okay, all right.
but I
Is
do
it
know
because they
Foggy.
start to grow the the
Well,
headpiece or?
they said, well, like you see the white one behind him.
Uh-huh.
They said that all of the what are those called? My brain just went totally blank. He's a leghorn, foghorn leghorn, ha ha ha.
Foghorn
Um,
leghorn.
but all of the leghorns grow the combs on top of their heads. So
Okay.
no, I can't tell by that with my
Okay.
white, and I have three of those. And
Okay.
then and this one I just don't know. You're supposed to be able to tell by feathers, but I don't care. I
Okay.
just
So
love them.
human drop and give me treats.
Yes, we
And
feed
then
them treats every day.
the next one is okay, you'll have to explain this one.
Sweet. Ha ha. All right. So this little lady, she looks like the sweetest little thing in the world. But she, when you come up, she will pick every freckle that you have and try to eat it. She likes freckles. So
She likes
she
freckles. All
likes
right.
freckles. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know.
And what's her
And
name?
I have no idea. This is Katie's chick that she nursed back to health, and I cannot remember. It's some anime name, but I cannot even
Okay.
remember.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
And you know who the next one is.
And this is a foghorn leghorn. I got
Mr.
my
Foggy.
Mr. Foggy. Got my eye on you.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
my
that.
babies.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah,
We think it's a he. We're not sure if it's a he.
yeah, we think it is though. I don't know. One of them's a he, but he is the most aggressive, as in, he's always right up in your face and flapping his wings and stuff. Hey, Lounge. But yeah,
So, yeah. So
That's my
there
bad.
are
That's
the
some of them.
bibbies.
There's a lot
Um,
more. I have one with a mohawk, but I can never get a good picture. And when she is, it's not a he. When she's fully grown, her hair will be like an afro of
yes,
orange and
and
black.
she has fashionable chickens
Yes,
with the
she's so pretty. And I have
bouffant
two
hair.
baby black silkies too that are just fur balls.
So she said, so see, Danette says, miniature donkeys are my love. My asses love sugar cubes.
My ass does not like sugar cubes. Yes, I need a goat. I want to make goat milk and goat cheese, but no, I don't have a goat. So I need a goat.
Now, goats need a lot of room. Like they need, I know
Yeah,
you said you live on a good bit of land, but
yeah.
like they need a lot of room to graze because they eat a lot. Like,
We've
right?
got tons though. I think so. And they said they'll eat anything like tin cans and everything else.
They will. They
So
will.
yeah.
Don't you remember the line from First Blood, Rambo First Blood, when he said that he's been trained to eat things that would make a billy goat puke?
Oh, there we go.
Because,
There we
yes,
go.
they will eat everything and anything.
Oh yeah.
But have you ever seen like the time lapse fit? Like, because people will rent goats to clear out like overgrown brush.
Nice.
And so you rent, like, say you had a piece of property that was just overgrown with grasses and twigs and,
Yeah.
small trees and whatnot. And you rent like three or four goats for a couple of days and they will just clear it all out.
Well, I need that here desperately.
Right?
Yeah, like yesterday. I'm going to
And
get
you
some
can
goats.
find like time lapse video of people who do this. Like there was, it was just like it was a small, and I wouldn't say a small yard, but I mean it was a rather narrow yard that kind of went back a ways. And they rented like three goats, and they did a time lapse video of these goats, and it took them about 4 days, and they just cleared the whole thing out.
Yeah.
And they just have a high old time. They just go out there and eat it.
But I think the problem that we had ran into when we had talked about that is that they like to get on cars, and I don't want my cars messed up.
Well, you'd have to keep them in a pen. They
Oh, they
have to
have
be
to in a pen?
well, not a pen, but like contained. I mean, like they need to be in, somewhat contained.
Yeah, because we
Um,
don't have like
See,
gates or
Jeanette says
anything.
she said we have 160 acres, and when we had
Yeah.
goats, they cleared the acres quick.
Oh.
But goats are hard on fences. So yeah.
Ooh, yeah, and we don't have a fence. We have a gas line. We could let them run down the gas line.
Yeah, so they would need at least some sort of enclosure, I think, because they'll just keep going. Like they don't know where your property line is.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess so. I guess not having them in a fenced area would be pretty bad, huh? And all of our land is, except for what we live on up here on top of the mountain, it's all woods, all of it.
Yeah, so they would take care of all of it apparently.
Wouldn't that
So,
be nice? That would be
uh,
nice.
and I know that like I have a friend who's got a couple of horses, and
Mhm.
he was telling me that you have to have you basically there's like a minimum number of acres you have to have per horse.
Oh wow.
Like there's it's like a magic, sort of like with a fish tank, they say it should be like 10 like or a gallon per inch of fish or something, or 10 gallons per inch of fish or something like that.
Yeah.
Not 10 gallons, it couldn't be 10 gallons, that would be too much. But yeah, I think it's a gallon of water per inch of fish.
Wow.
So obviously if you have a bunch of fish, you don't want to put them, in too small of a tank. You want
Oh
to
yeah.
let them have enough room. Um, we're doing pretty good today, Live Lounge. Um, but yeah, that's what Danette said. Yeah, you can rent them out to the neighbors. You can rent your goats out if you had them, or you can rent them yourself. Like you can rent your goats if you need some areas cleared out. That's what they do. Like that's what people do. They just rent their goats out to
Wow.
other people who need land cleared. And I mean, these guys live high on a hog. They just spend their whole day eating. I want to do that. I want to be a goat.
I wanna.
Just
I wanna just
spend the
play with
day
the
eating.
goats. Oh, Shane, which one? Don't kill me. You're Eric.
She's a very, very popular person. You
Oh
have to be
no.
specific.
I just have, he said, check your messages, but I have 15 messages. And I'm like, okay, which message am I checking? Okay, cool. Very cool. Thank you. Yay.
This woman is bitching about the fact that she cannot accept new friend requests because she's at her cap. She has
Hi.
5,000 friends.
But I can't get rid of any of them. I would feel bad if I got rid of
And
them.
I saw somebody commented on one of her posts yesterday that said it was obviously a bot. It was a clickbait
Yeah.
bot kind of thing. And I was like, okay. I was like, you need to find that dude. You need to remove him because he's
Yeah.
obviously just a bot. And then she was
Yeah.
like, damn it, he's not a friend.
He's not a friend.
It was literally a bot that was just randomly posting shit on people's pages. So
Yeah.
um,
We get those in our groups all the time, too.
yeah. So no, she's not going to delete her mom. What she needs to do is she needs to create a fan page. You can have as many people as you want connected to your fan page,
Yeah.
right? And they can still talk to you. You're still connected
Mom.
to them.
I would never do that.
All right,
I'm
that's what I said.
sorry.
You're not going to delete your mom,
No, I
but
love my mom.
you could narrow your friends down on your personal page to your
Yeah.
fan page.
Yeah, I could do that. Because, I don't see that many people cross over, anyways. It's so weird. I mean, even my family, I guess because I have just too many things going, so I miss the stuff that I really want to see, like pictures of my grandkids and, you know, that kind of stuff. You could spam me.
So,
It's fine.
well, that's it. You could still make all your posts on
Yeah,
your fan page,
yeah.
and try to get everybody. You got the blues. They got the blue Zeus. I got a blue one too. I haven't even opened the package yet. I made like a final Vapocalypse order from Element,
Oh,
which was stupid because apparently they're shipping again. So,
hey, Dyer.
well, actually, no, they're not. Not to Georgia. They haven't set up the taxes for Georgia yet.
What
Because I
about
did.
Alabama?
I don't know. Is that your phone or is
Not
that my
mine.
mom's phone?
That is not mine.
Wow,
Mine's sitting beside me.
my mom's phone vibrates really loud. Um,
Yeah.
so hi, Dire Thing. Um, I don't know if they're shipping to Alabama or not. Basically, we have a friend who lives in Colorado. It's a friend of David's, and well, she's done it before, but now she's saying, no, no, I'm serious. I gotta quit smoking. I want to vape. So I went on to Element because I was like, oh, Element's shipping again. And so I went on to Element and I ordered, she wanted what David recommended. He got one of those, the Nord X
Yeah.
little pod device, and he really likes it. So, he was like, let's send her. And she was like, yeah, my boyfriend's going to do it too. So we're both going to do it. You got to send us two. And she sent us money orders to do it. And, so I went on to Element and I ordered two. Uh, oh, geez, Susan, take it be easy, Tiger.
What you cooking? Maybe we should go to her house.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so I ordered two of them, and I went to ship them here. Well, actually, I was going to ship them straight to her in Colorado, and there was like an extra $11 excise tax on it, and I was like, well, that
Wow.
sucks. So I went to ship them here because I
Yeah.
needed to ship her juice anyway, right? So I was going to ship them here, and then I would just ship it all together. And Element is not shipping to Georgia, and they just said temporarily. So he's not on a pod, he just has a pod. Okay.
Chicken.
Scuba David he likes to keep a pod around for stealthy situations, like when he goes to church or
I've got one too
when he
somewhere.
goes to church. I mean, and that's why I keep a pod around too. Like no, he's not on a pod. He has a pod.
Well, I like mine in my car because, if you run out of charge, you can always plug it into your cigarette
Right.
lighter and go.
And that's why I like my pod is the
Yeah.
Soren drop.
Yeah.
I'm going to
What
check
is mine?
everyone's history on vaping. I'm using a Nimbus RDA for testing recipes. Anyone know what that is? A Nimbus. Is that like the Nimbus 2000 from Harry Potter?
You don't want to ask me anything about RDAs, trust me.
But I keep my Soren around. I keep it in my purse, um, and I use it, when I'm out somewhere. If I'm somewhere where I don't want to draw attention to my vape, or if I'm not supposed to be vaping. I mean, I'm not saying that I have smoked. Wow. You think I've been doing this like just yesterday? You wouldn't think I've been vaping for 10 years. I wouldn't say that I have vaped on an airplane, but I
Mm,
wouldn't say that I haven't either.
I won't say that I did vape in the hospital bathroom, but I might
Oh,
have.
I wouldn't even have gone to the bathroom. I have, yeah, I wouldn't say that, because my son has type 1 diabetes, so he's had DKA quite a few times, and we've had to sit in the hospital with him. I'm not saying I vaped in his hospital room,
Mhm.
but I'm not saying I didn't.
It smelled better after you left the room.
I mean, yeah, so it smelled like mangoes when I
Yeah,
left, kind of
well,
thing.
I love my air freshener.
Like David, and David's kind of really snobby about it. If he can go somewhere where he can vape, like vape, with the big clouds, he'll make the effort to do that. Like for me, so when he was at the hospital, he would walk outside and all the way down to the parking deck or whatever, wherever the designated area was, so
Yeah.
that he could like vape. Me, I don't, it's just that's just too much effort.
Hmm.
So I'll
Yeah.
stealth vape.
Well, these days,
Uh,
I don't know how it is in Georgia, but in Alabama, they make you actually go across the street from the hospital.
yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you vape or smoke or whatever you do.
When the shower's going, it's time to vape. I always arm myself with a sock to blow into 100% in the future. Um,
Yeah.
actually, I have a device called the Invisivape. It's a it's not, it works. But the Invisivape it's right over there. The thing is it gets very there's a lot of water condensation inside of it, so it tends to start dripping after a while, and it's kind of gross. So,
No.
um, in any case, but yeah, I have vaped in grocery stores, the vet's office, the doctor's office, on an
Yeah.
airplane, um, you know, in the video store. Well, back when we had video stores. Yeah, I pretty much vape everywhere. And
Yeah. I
I
don't
vape in
care.
place. Like, even when I was at my brother's house, he didn't want me to vape in the house. I totally did.
Hey, Mr. Crispers. I would do it. I don't care. I'm just gonna do it. Oh my goodness.
He
Uh
did.
oh.
Mr. Crispers totally did that. Okay, so Scuba, he placed an order on my site, right? But he used the contact me for other payment option, and I called him, and he said, "Oh, he was still at work or something, and he didn't have access to his card." And I said, "Well, I'll just go ahead. I'll send you an invoice. You can pay it online." And he said, "Oh," but I told him, I said, "I know you and everything, so I said I'll just go ahead and ship it out before you pay for it. I trust you." And he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's okay. If I don't pay for it, Scuba will pay for
Oh no. Yep, mom, same. I'm gonna vape.
it." And like I said, I mean, when you have a small stealth device like that, it's so easy to do, and nobody knows, nobody cares. I mean, they might care if they knew, but I vape in hotel rooms.
Oh, I do
I
too.
vape,
Yeah.
and I mean, I vape everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I mean,
it's
you're not
just,
gonna know it anyways. You're gonna
yeah. I
think
mean,
it's an
like,
air freshener. Or,
what are you gonna complain about? Like, what are
really,
you gonna? You vape in a hotel room, and what? You're gonna charge me for the
you
fact that the
pansy.
room smells like mango when I left? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
You
really?
should give us a tip. Here's your tip. Panzer.
Hey, Panzer. Um, so yeah, and this is here. I'll pull out my stealth device here. My stealth device is this little bad boy right here,
See what you got.
the Sorin
Yeah.
Drop.
Yeah.
Um, it is a wonderful little device.
It's adorable too. I just love
It
them. I
is
think they're
really
so
cute.
cute.
Let's see. Does it have? Oh, it's a little low on fluid. I need to go find my fluid. But
I can't remember what mine's called. It's the one that came with a smart build kit, so you can build your own coils.
oh yeah, no, this one, the whole thing, you have to replace the whole thing. But um, I love this. I use very high nicotine in this so that I can take one or two puffs and I'm good for like an hour. You know.
Nice. Oh, mom, hold on. I have something for her. Let's see. Do. Can you see this?
Oh, she got some vaping wash, Kentucky bourbon
There we go.
custard.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but my other bottle is totally empty now. I made the big bottle. I made the big
The
bottle.
leak proof thing, I tell you, that is, in my opinion, is the biggest selling point of this dude right here,
Yeah.
is the leak proof part of it. I love it.
Yeah, this one too, Jen. Look, it's
It's,
up top.
it is, yeah, that top airflow thing, the design is just ingenious.
Hmm.
It keeps the airflow near the coils, like the way the design is, the airflow is still right there at the coil. Um, but it's just fabulous. I absolutely love it. I get zero leaks. Zero leaks, zero spit back. Occasionally, I will get some spit back when I first fill it up, but that's just because the top has been off and there's sort of like a vacuum thing that happens when you put the top on.
Yeah.
But after a couple of apes, it's gone. It's awesome.
On your little one there, do you does the top screw off on yours?
On wait, on what? On the
On
Soren
what your
or
no on the Zeus?
on
Does
the
the
Zeus?
top just screw off?
Yeah.
See, I like that because this one it doesn't have an arrow, right? Here, let me put it up here, and you just have to keep pushing around, and it
Okay, okay, yeah.
yeah.
The
Can you,
the
well,
T
I'll make it
the
that way.
TFE series on Smock did that.
Yep,
Um, did you? I saw that there was a big sale going on those.
I got
Um,
four.
did you? Um, so yeah, the and David's, well, no, David's got the fatality now, so his twists off as well. But I kind of like those ones that twist open the way yours does, just because that
Yeah,
way, you don't have to find somewhere to set this down. When you
right.
fill it, like I have to put this down somewhere. And I just know I'm gonna lose it one of these days.
Yeah, but
Uh,
there's no arrow telling you where that thing is, so I'm sitting here pushing all over it, trying to figure out how to open it.
yeah, and because
That's
they
the
they
downside.
fixed
Hi,
that in
Frank.
the Smock versions. Hi, Frank. They fixed that in the Smock later versions where there's a little button actually that you push to pop it open, like
I
it's a
like
little
that.
spring release thing.
I
So
like
yeah,
that.
some of the later Smock versions definitely have that. So yeah, but this one, it just twists all the way off, and you fill
Nice.
it.
I like that.
And but yeah, that top airflow, man. Now,
Yeah.
daytime, Frank, did you pick that name because of the DTF acronym, or was that a coincidence? Because like first
Did
you
not,
saw it last
mother.
week, so it was like DTF, DTF. I was like, I know what DTF is means. What's DTF?
I was so embarrassed that I had no idea what that meant. I mean, I should know that. Oh,
You call
yeah.
your next book that.
Yeah, DTF. I bet everybody but me knows what it means too. Mom, do you know what DTF means? Let's see.
Maybe I am just hip. Maybe I can relate to the kids these
Oh,
days.
Christopher
Um,
doesn't know.
it means down to fuck.
Yeah.
So a girl is DTF. She's down to fuck.
Hmm.
Yeah, Christopher's, you need this tank. I have like six of them. No, I think I have seven of them. And I broke the glass on my rainbow colored one and I replaced it with the non-bubble version. And I kind of like the way the non-bubble version looks. Like, it's like
Yeah,
sleeker.
I do like that. Does it holds the same amount of liquid?
No, no, it does hold
No.
smaller amount of liquid. The bubble
Okay,
tank
but
is designed, but I mean, so yeah, you do have to refill it more often, but I really kind of like the way it looks better.
yeah,
It's a
it
little
is
sleeker.
pretty. Well, my liquid's not black. It is that dark frosted glass. I'm not. There's no TPA pancake in this mix, by the way. Yeah. Scuba made me get this. I blame him. And now I keep playing with it.
Yeah, did you get it from the group Scuba Makes Me Buy Things?
No, it was on his show, and he's talking about, oh, it's a great yee yee chip, and I'm like, well, I don't know what a yee yee chip is, and he goes into talking about it. I'm like, oh, I gotta have that.
Yep.
Scuba.
I know Peach got one of those. She actually won hers,
Ooh.
the T class. I have not ever had an SX Mini. This is the closest thing I've had to an SX Mini, which I call this the poor man's G class. You can
Oh,
kind of see it's got the octagonal button like the G class does, and it's got the same chip as the G class, but it's an
okay.
IPV because I'm an IPV
You love
girl.
IPV, yep. I remember that. It's
But with
heavy though. It's heavy. It's got some
Yeah, oh
weight.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Blame Fresh on the D.
Fresh. I love Fresh. Bless his heart.
Yes, the group no longer exists, but there was a group for a while that was called Scuba Makes Me Buy Things.
And he
So,
does. He does. It's all. I bought that little pod that I got because of the smart rebuildable coil thing. It came by itself, but it was cheaper to buy the rebuildable coil thing with the pod. So he made me buy that too. Scuba.
Scuba buys everything. He buys
Yeah.
everything.
He could just send me one of the hundreds of mods on his
Yes,
desk, you
I
know?
have held more than one actually. I held the when I went to visit Aries in Arkansas, I actually not
Yeah.
only held but used his SX Mini Gold G class, the limited edition Gold G class, because I had my gold uh, uh, .com, and he pulled that out, and I put my gold.com on it, and it was so pretty, and I tried to leave with it, but he wouldn't let
Oh,
me.
look, I have an angel.
Hi, gorgeous.
She's saying hi. She has no
She's so
headphones on.
pretty. She's so pretty.
Your Nana's here. Yeah, 1860. Oh, is that the same store that we got the Molly cells from?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anybody got that link?
No, let me see if I can find it.
Or is it still going on? I don't know.
Yeah, if they still got them, it was going on yesterday. Let's look.
Okay.
Do. Is it the bat? No, that's not the right one. It's not the battery store. It's the 18650
Oh yeah,
battery.
Scuba. Like, I mean, yeah, the gold.com on the uh gold G class was, oh, it was sweet. It was sweet.
There we go. I don't have a wrench. Oops.
Wait, yes you do.
I think I'm on my wrong account or something.
Well, switch accounts. I gave you a wrench, or type in the room and
I
I'll mod
did.
your
I typed in the room. I
who's
think
your
it's still
she.
Michelle Hughes.
I don't see you. Type something else. It's not a link,
Oh, okay.
so I can see
Yeah.
you.
I have like 5 YouTube accounts and they're all Michelle Hughes, but they're different. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just type a period or something. There you go.
But hi.
I can. There you go. You are now wrenched.
Yay. Let's see if I can share that link now. Nope. Yep. Yay. Woo.
Yay!
Woo. Woo. She can't hear you, Mom. I have headphones in.
Um, she's so pretty, isn't she, Susan? I mean, she's a grandma, so she's a little biased, but she's so pretty.
Thank you. My other
And you
thing
have
is, too,
two
if
of
you ever
them.
get her, if you ever get her to on a camera ever.
I know, but you have two of them.
I know, my only girls. And then I got 3 big old boys.
Big boys, like
Big
big
old boys.
boys.
So she's saying how pretty you are. Miss Jen. You're
You are so
gorgeous.
pretty. So pretty.
She's got her spikes on today.
I
Don't
see
kill me.
that. That's that. She's got that bad girl thing going on.
Yeah, you're a bad girl. You're perfect. Love you, babe.
She's got
Oh
that
yeah.
that Betty Page haircut and everything going on. Like, oh
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. Yeah. Yep. Yep. What? Oh, earbuds. I hate those things. I hate these too.
I know,
Hate.
right? Have you guys? I don't know if you guys watch the Holderness family. Um, it's a husband and wife team out of North Carolina, and they do parodies of songs all the time, but occasionally they pop out an original one, and they did one a couple weeks ago called "We Are Gen X," which is really awesome. I actually just listened to it again earlier, so um, it was just funny because that's how they say people talking generations. They go boomers, millennials, and Gen X. People talking generation, and they or no, I'm sorry, boomers, millennials, and Gen Z. They talk in generations and they mention those three. They call us boomers, but that is incorrect. Have our own name. We are Gen X.
Yes. And Scuba, yes, they better stay away.
I know, right? She's so
Yeah.
pretty. And like I said, she has two of them. They look the same. They're
They're
twins.
twins. The
And
twins.
they're both that pretty.
Yeah. The other one ran by. She saw I was on the show. She was like running by.
Little camera shy.
Yeah. She kills me. She's 118 pounds and says how fat she is. I'm about to beat her up.
You know,
118 pounds.
I just wish I weighed as much as I did when I thought I was fat.
Me too. Me too. She's like, I'm just so fat. Yes,
Grandma's like,
mom.
I have a gun.
Yep. And so do I.
Right?
Yeah. Stay away from the babies. Unless you're a good guy. Now, if you're a good guy or girl, whatever. No,
Do they both have spikes? No, I think the other one is a
no.
little bit more subdued.
She's very conservative. Yeah.
That one is Caitlin, right? Or no,
The one you just saw was Caitlin,
Caitlin.
and the other is Kayla.
You must have drove yourself crazy with that. Just trying to
Now,
remember.
I had my mom with me the whole time, which was really great. But now she's living with my son, and she's helping them raise my two granddaughters. So
Well,
it was Spikes.
when Abby had had her second daughter, the first one she named Elena, which is Alayna. It's very pretty. But then she chose to name the second one Alethea. I was like, Elena and Alethea, really? It's like you're gonna
That's a
drive
pretty
yourself nuts.
name,
It's
Alethea.
very pretty,
Yeah.
but oh, like it's so hard to get it out when you're trying to say their names fast.
Just call them my girls. I just call them K, and my boys are all J's because they're all J names and K names. That way, if you don't remember, because as we get older, we go senile anyway. So
So Susan's saying she needs help. She needs help. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell them apart. I mean, they look. The only way I can tell them apart is by the way they're dressed because Caitlin is,
right.
like I said, she's the very boisterous and flashy one, and Kayla is a little bit more subdued.
Yeah, she's very, very conservative. She loves what she calls granny clothes. She
Which
likes
is like stuff that we love, right?
stuff that we wear, to be just normal people. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff she likes, and she loves dresses when
Yeah.
she can wear them when she's not working all the time.
Yeah, so she's definitely a little more subdued. Like
Yeah.
Caitlin is like she likes to pose for like vape model pictures.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
and
like
more.
I've seen her in all these vape model pictures, right?
Yeah, Kayla, no,
Okay,
never gonna.
Cherokee, thank you so much for hanging out.
Oh, bye, Cherokee. We love you. Wait.
Um, but yeah, so Caitlin poses for the vape model pictures, and yeah, Kayla's all
Mhm.
like, "Nah, I'm good.
Good. I'll stay away.
I'm good."
I'll stay away. Yep. I haven't popped this in yet. Boom, 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 boom. My
Oh,
coffee.
oh, 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 oh. So I want you to know that I did not grind everything that well, I didn't grind everything he gave me.
Yeah.
So the little bit that was left over after the dozen I sent you, I sealed it up so that no air will get to it.
Yeah.
Um, but I still have like enough for you to order more.
Cool, because I will. I appreciate you. I mean, y'all did the half calf, and I'm so
Well,
thankful.
yeah, we did a special run for her. We don't offer it on our website of half calf in the Nilla Nuts. So David did roast up some half calf
Yeah.
Nilla Nuts coffee for her. And like I said, so I have it. It's in a Ziploc bag, so it's sealed and no air can get to it. So I have more ready to go for
But
when you want to order more.
well, I drink that. I have to drink my bulletproof coffee twice a day, so it won't be long. Yeah. Oh my goodness, my life sucks because of vaping. Well, actually, neither one of them vape, hun. So
Yeah.
They just mod. Well,
She
she
just likes
modeled.
to model.
Yeah, yeah. But she'll model anything. She loves a. She's so petite though. I think if she was, because the normal size models are 5'7", 5'9", much taller, and she's 4'11". So it's hard to
I
find
didn't realize she
gigs.
was that short. She has a
She
very big
is. She's
personality.
very tiny.
I've met her, and I mean, yeah, like I know she was shorter than me, but I didn't realize she was 4'11".
Yeah, four foot
But when
11.
you have, it's funny because I've met people like that before that
Yeah,
have such a big personality, and then they turn around and tell you that they're only 5 feet tall, and you're like, no, you're not.
no, you're big. Love you, Mama.
No, you're
She's leaving
not.
us.
I saw that. Bye, mom.
Oh my
And
gosh. Go
so
ahead.
yeah, so I didn't know. I didn't realize she was that short. Like
She's
pretty short.
tiny.
It's
Yeah,
really tiny.
she is tiny. Now she, on the other hand, weighs 96 pounds soaking wet. Eats everything she can get her hands on.
Shut up.
Cannot
I
gain a
hate
pound.
her.
I know. I'm
Hate
like,
her.
gosh, really, kid?
Hate her. Hate
How
her.
dare she?
Not
How dare
cool.
she?
Not cool even a little bit.
I know it. Scuba, what are you drinking? Do you do the grass-fed butter and the MCT oil with yours and heavy whipping cream? Just curious. That's how I like my bulletproof coffee. Grass-fed butter.
Okay, so we want to talk about mixin.
Yeah, we might need to do that.
I will say I was working on a recipe for as a request. This was a request from a scuba's significant other and another customer who has he doesn't drink it straight. He has drank my Nilla Nuts coffee straight, and he said he
Mm-hmm.
was amazed because it was the only coffee he's ever been able to drink black.
Yeah.
He's never been able to drink black coffee before, so there's um anyway, so the recipe I was working on is a frosted flakes recipe. And the reason why I was working on it is because not only did Munchkin say she wanted a Frosted Flakes recipe, and I told her she'd be my guinea pig, but also there was another customer who is unable to get his favorite. Now, I actually happen to know the guy who owns the company that makes his favorite, but
Yeah.
with all of this crazy regulations going on, he can't really ship directly to customers. So, I was like, try to get your local vape shop to carry this brand, and Justin will be more than happy to send it there.
Yeah.
But he said the only vape shops that are close to him, because he lives out in the middle of BFE, South Carolina. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, like really like BFE. Like I went there, like onto the Google Maps to see if what was closest, because I was like, I went to Justin and I said, hey, do you have any shops? I was gonna say, hey, do you have any shops near like this city? Like say Columbia, South Carolina. But he is like 2 hours from Columbia. He's like,
Oh wow.
he's no
Wow,
like,
that's a
and
drive.
Columbia is like the closest one. Well, maybe not 2 hours, but maybe a good hour from Columbia, and like that's
Yeah.
the closest big city to him. So I'm like, yeah, he's out in BFE, South Carolina.
One second.
Um, and so the only vape shops he has near him are head shops. And of course, those places are not always great when it comes to carrying good products. So,
Sorry.
so anyway, so I was working on one, and I know Miss Michelle was working on one too.
Yeah.
But I don't have all the flavors that she put in her recipe. But
Oh, I thought you had those. I'm
I wait,
sorry.
you sent me. Did you send it to me in a picture? Where did you
I
send it?
did. I sent it in a picture.
Where was it? Okay, here we go. Let me see. I don't have the cookie, the biscotto. That's the only one I don't have. I have the rest of them.
Oh, see, I thought you had that.
I
I don't
have I
know.
have sugar cookie from Capella, but I don't have the Piscato from Flavor Art.
Okay.
I
Okay. I
don't.
don't know
Well, I
why.
might. You know what? I wonder if I do have that. I might have a
I
sample of
thought
it.
you did. I
No, I
thought. I
don't.
don't
I
know
don't
why.
have it in my library, but I might have a sample of it. Maybe. I don't know.
I hope so.
Flavor Art is not real big on sending out samples.
Not to the U.S.
Well, they're just
Don't get
not.
me started.
They're not. Yeah, I mean, like for instance, like I can order from one-on-one,
Yeah.
and they'll throw in a sample or two, like really tiny little bottles,
Yeah.
just for me to try. And so I have a whole rack of samples, and like I went to a trade show and saw my Capella guy, and he basically just like handed over like, or no, actually, David had gone to a trade show and he met the Capella guy there. It wasn't our Capella guy, it was a different Capella
Yeah.
guy. And he came home with just handfuls of samples. And but then our Capella guy was in town. He's actually stationed in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Um, stationed. He's based out of Puerto Rico, but he comes to the States often. And he came by here. He was in Atlanta for some reason, so he decided to come by and meet us. And he basically opened up like three briefcases or three suitcases that were just packed full of samples. And we just went through
Wow.
and just grabbed whatever we wanted. So I have like tons of samples of stuff that people have sent um, over the years, but I don't
Thank
think
you,
I
dear.
have. I don't think I have biscotti. Probably
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have biscotti. I have sugar cookie, but I don't have biscotti. Um,
Yeah, and I just use that. I'm trying to remember what I did. Hold on.
but yours, you have it listed as a custard cereal, and
That's what he said he wanted. He wanted a cereal in a custard. And I'm like, okay, we'll
yeah,
try.
that's not what I was working on. I was working on more like a cereal and milk kind of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't because when he talked to me, that's what he was like. Oh, I want it to be like a custard cereal. And I'm like, I've never had a custard cereal, but well, and I was sitting there, what the crap do I do with this? So that's
Mm.
what I did.
So if you guys want to try making the Frosted Flakes recipe I was working on, we can do that. Is that something y'all are interested in?
And throw some strawberries in there for live lambs withers.
Throw some strawberries in there.
He
I
says
didn't put any
trifle.
strawberry in there.
I
Come on,
know he's
man.
saying trifle, but I was thinking, hey, you could throw strawberries.
I gotta get the Frosted Flakes recipe down first
You can do it.
before I
I got
start
faith.
adding strawberries to it. Come on, people.
Well, you know me, I wouldn't want strawberries.
I thought you loved
Creamy.
strawberry.
I do, but I would rather have it without fruit. I would just
Mm.
like to have a regular cereal. Oh,
So I'm
chain
not getting
baker.
any
Oh,
feedback on whether or not people want to do that. Making me, y'all are making me think y'all don't want to do it. I mean, we don't have to do it. I'm just saying. I have this working on it, and I gotta mix it to try it because I'm not sure how it's gonna taste.
I'm
Dude, go
vaping
for
mine
it.
now.
Just do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, Eric, I don't know how you're going to do that either, and I can't help you at all. Jen might. Just me and cinnamon. No, no, no.
Um, um, somebody has a pretzel flavor. Who is it that has a pretzel flavor? Pretzel,
Wonder
Wonder
flavors.
Flavors. Is it Wonder Flavors has a pretzel dough? Um, I don't. I
No, I love them, but no.
do what you want. We are sheep. We follow whatever you do. Do not give me
Sorry,
that. Do not give me that kind of power, dude.
that was funny.
Do not give me that kind of power.
Oh Lord.
All right. So, okay. So we're going to be looking at, we're looking at acetylpyrazine from TFA.
Yeah,
We're looking at Cream Fresh from Flavor Art.
yeah, I like grapefruit.
We're looking at DX Hazelnut from TFA. We're looking at Marshmallow from TFA. Meringue from Flavor Art, because nobody else has a meringue that is as good as
You're
Flavor Art.
right.
I mean,
100%.
seriously, don't even try. Don't even bother picking up a meringue from anybody else. Flavor Arts meringue is the only one to get. A little bit of sweetener, because I mean, come on, there's sugar on Frosted Flakes, right? And one on one's yellow cake. I debated using Flavor West yellow cake. I know everybody loves Flavor West yellow cake, but Flavor West yellow cake is so rich, okay? And Frosted Flakes is not really a rich flavor. So, I mean, I think it would just make it, if you used Flavor West yellow cake, I really think it would make it more like a cake than a flake. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but the acetylpyrazine is really what's going to do the trick with this, I really think.
Mm.
I know that meringue and hazelnut does something magical together and creates that cereal kind of thing, but
Yes.
the acetylpyrazine is really going to give it that sort of nutty flavor. Um, and it's I think that's what's really going to be the clincher on this is the acetylpyrazine. Like I don't even know if you guys have if you don't have acetylpyrazine. I no, I didn't want to use a cornflake. Number one, I don't have a cornflakes flavor. I have a Cheerios flavor,
Mhm.
and I think I have like a crunchberry flavor,
And Rice Crunchies, I think you
and
have
I
that,
have
don't
Rice
you?
Krispie flavor. I do have a Rice Krispies flavor, but those are all different kinds of cereals. I mean, we could try Rice Crunchies, but I don't know, like that's like a different cereal flavor. I'm telling you, the
Mhm.
acetylpyrazine is I really feel like is what's going to do this.
Yeah.
Is it's if you've ever had if you have acetylpyrazine, if you just open up the bottle and you take a sip, it smells like bugles.
Yeah, it does. It's so good.
And it's very strong, people. Okay, you don't need a lot of it. As a matter of fact, I have it set at 1%, and I think that's probably going to be too much. Actually, I could probably knock this down to half a percent.
Is yours
Um,
like a 10% dilution on your acetyl
is it
pyrazine?
10? I think it's 5.
Is
Hang
it
on, let me
5?
see.
Because I have one too.
Let me
I can't
see.
remember.
Let me go into TFA's website and see what they have there because that's where I bought it from. So, acetyl. Yeah, it's 5%.
5%. Wow.
5%. Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Hey, timekeeper.
Why can't you open that page? Fuck off. What?
Yeah,
What do you mean you can't open that page?
mine's 5. I don't know why I was thinking 10. I just looked too. Mine says 5.
There we go. Yeah. So this is a very, very, very strong flavor. You do not need a lot of it. Okay, people, like you really do not need a lot of it. The children painted my fingers and toes, and I don't think we have any nail polish remover. You better tell Munchkin to pick some up on our way home. Hi, timekeeper.
Oh my God, that's funny.
What color did they paint?
Tell me it's
You know
pink.
what? That's being a that's totally being a good dad though. Like, or I
It
guess
is.
granddad in your situation. That's totally being a good granddad. You see all these pictures of the dads of their little daughters have put their hair up in pigtails and putting makeup
Yes.
on and everything. I had a younger brother that I did that too. So I did. I did. I used to put makeup on him, put wigs on him. I would dress him up in dresses and heels and whatnot. I mean, yeah, I totally. And he was fine with it because I mean, he just wanted to play with his big sister. And
Oh,
so he didn't care. He was fine with it. I have all these pictures of him dressed up like a girl. That's hilarious.
you use gas or booze on your fingernails? Really?
No, don't do
Oh, I
that.
was like, really?
Please don't do that.
No.
Just pick up and don't use goof off either. You might have some of this. This would probably
Goof
work.
off?
Like goof off, yeah. This would
Oh,
probably work, but don't put this on your skin, people.
oh, they're blue. That's hilarious.
Well, at least they're blue. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. Then it's totally like you, right? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
You could just be one of those.
You thought
Be
they
one of
could
those
stay on the
rockers.
nail? Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought they could stay
adorable.
on the nail. That's cute. Honey, we can't even stay on the nail. Like
Yes.
when we do our own nails, we get the left hand looks perfect, right? The left hand looks amazing. And then you try to use your left hand to paint your right hand, and it looks like
Hmm.
you were 5 years old when you did it.
Yeah. I have a Kayla for that.
See?
Kayla, paint my nails.
Yep. See? And like my mom does it too. Like we put the fake nails on, but still, mom's like, "Can you put my nails on?"
I bought some gel nail stuff and still haven't used it.
The dip stuff?
What is this stuff? I don't know. Whatever this is. What does it say? It's a French manicure paint on gel nail stuff.
Huh.
Now we're the makeup channel.
Right. All right, I am
All
going
right, back to
to
mixing.
go and grab. Oh, I need to make a list. Here we go. Let me get a sticky note. Let's see, where's my sticky notes? Oh no, where's my sticky notes?
Oh,
There they are. All right, so I have to go grab these. Oh, and somebody was talking in the beginners group about mixing with volume,
right. I don't know. I don't think she's here. I told her to come to the show and you could talk to her about that.
right? So if she's not here, that sucks.
Yeah.
But we're gonna mix by volume because I mean I know you guys mix by weight, but
Yeah.
I have it set up for volume.
You do it. One day I'm going to learn how to have my camera set up so I can do the mix and the video. I don't have it at my desk like you do. So it's just a lot of work.
Oh, I have it. Well, yeah, I used to have it. I used to have a thicker monitor, and I took a like a priority small flat rate box, and I
Mhm.
cut it up, and I made because if you just hang it at the top of your monitor, pointing downward, it covers part of your monitor, right? It gets in
Right.
the way. So I made a box that it could sit on so that it would point down and not interfere. But then I got a new monitor and it's like this thick, so I can't put a box up
Oh no.
there. So now it is sitting in front of my, but it's my third monitor, so I don't, I use it for certain things. So,
Well, Jen can definitely answer that for you.
oh, cornbread? Yeah, no, it was terrible. I sent it
But
to Michelle. I don't know if she tried it or not, but
I did a lick test.
and
I haven't put it in. It was good to me. I'm gonna see
really?
what it vapes like. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. But no, he was asking about the volume for larger
Mm.
batches.
I mean, Mr. Chain Vapor, the fact of the matter is you're talking about a liquid, okay? And liquid is supposed to be measured in volume. I mean, that's just science 101. Um, mixing by weight is not unheard of, but the fact of the matter is that every single flavor out there has a different density, has like they call it specific gravity, right? Um, 1 milliliter of this flavor is going to weigh something different than 1 milliliter of that flavor, right? I can tell you right off the bat, like TFA's sour is very heavy. Okay, when I'm mixing large batches of it and I use sour, I mean you can
Yeah.
see it drops right to the bottom. I have other flavors that float right on top because they don't weigh as much. Other flavors that do mix in the middle or whatever, but they're going to have different weights. And I mean, I don't know if ELR is so sophisticated that it takes those into account. I mean, for the most part, it seems like it's a one-to-one kind of. Hang on a second. Thank you so much.
My baby timekeeper. My baby.
I'm sorry, what? Yep, that's it. My mailman just. Thank you. My mailman just picked up the outgoing packages. Um,
Hey, dire new.
so now repeatability, absolutely. Like if you start mixing with weight, absolutely. Okay. Continue to mix with weight and you'll get the same thing every time. Especially if you have a scale that is very accurate. If it goes to a hundredth, you want it to go to at least a hundredth of a gram. Um, so if you have an accurate scale and then you always mix by weight, then yeah, it'll stay the same. But if you try to go mixing by weight and then turn around and mix by volume, it's probably going to taste different because, like I said, everything weighs a little bit differently. PG weighs at one weight, VG weighs at another weight. Um, you know, your nicotine, depending if it's PG or VG based, is going to weigh something different. And your flavors, they're not all the same consistency. Some of them are just as thin as water. and others are nearly corn syrup. Well, I wouldn't say corn syrup. They're not that thick, but they're just thicker and they're heavier.
She's always that nice, Scuba. She really is. Hey, Sam. She's a sweet kid.
And so yeah, and when you're mixing a single bottle though, like honestly, mixing by weight is absolutely the easiest thing to do because you have no extra tools. You know, if your flavors come in a dropper bottle, you could just drip, 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 drip. You don't have to use any tools. There's no cleanup involved. Very little chance to spill. I mean, like it's very easy to do.
Yeah,
Me on the other hand, I mix in batches, big batches, so
yeah,
I don't, volume just makes more sense to me.
yeah.
Okay. SSA dessert chocolate is as thick as chocolate syrup. Yeah, I mean, like, some of them are. Some of them, like I
Nice.
said, I know sour right off the bat. Flavor West's yellow cake is very heavy. Some of them I can tell you right off the bat is they're very, very heavy. And like I said, there's others that when I'm, making up, 500 or 1,000 milliliters of just the concentrate, I can tell you right off the bat, they float straight to the top. Obviously they're lighter. And depending on how sensitive your taste palate is,
Yeah.
you may not notice the differences. Like for the most part, I mean, if I'm mixing up 500 milliliters of a concentrate, if I accidentally pour a little bit too much, a milliliter or two over, like I don't worry about it because over the course of 500 milliliters, nobody's going to taste that. Nobody's going to
Yeah.
taste that extra milliliter or something I might have accidentally poured.
Yeah, I'm not making them that big. My
So yeah,
biggest bottle is 120, so
so yeah, I mean, you guys are only mixing, 5, 10, 15 milliliters of concentrate at a time. So weight is absolutely the way to go. It's so much easier.
plus I'm
Um,
lazy and I don't want to clean up later.
yeah, like I said, me on the other hand, I have a separate bottle for everything. I have a syringe for every bottle, so there's no cross contamination. Because I work in a lab,
Yeah.
so weight is the way, or volume is the way to go for me.
Yes.
However, somebody asked a question about they got something wrong or they ordered something wrong and they need to mix by volume because of the bottles that they got or something or another and
Their scale messed up.
their scale broke.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, there are syringes out there that you can get um, that, well, they go down to 1 milliliter. If you have a syringe that is only 1 milliliter, it's actually got tick marks on it marked off to the hundredth. So somebody said, like, she said, is it even possible to pull out 1.2 or 0.12 milliliters of something? Yes, it is possible to
Yeah.
pull out 0.12 milliliters if you have a 1 milliliter syringe. They're very, very small and they're very skinny, but it is very possible.
I'll make sure to share our video after we're done to her so she'll have it.
Cool. You have about 2,000 pipettes to use in TOS because no way am I cleaning and setting stuff. Yeah, and that's just it. That's the other thing, Sam, is that I have a separate syringe for every single flavor that I have in my lab. And the reason is because I I don't want to clean them and I don't want to cross contaminate them. So every flavor has a designated syringe. But that's not feasible for everybody to do. It's not.
No.
I mix by scale unless I get something that doesn't come with a dripper top. Yeah. And so that's why I offer on my website, I offer you both. Like I offer you the needle tip bottles in those sizes, and then I offer you different sizes that I actually install a press and adapter so that you can use the oral syringes that I also sell
Yeah.
to draw them out and mix by volume. So,
I use that on my nicotine, or sorry, additive. We can't say the other word. Additive. Y'all didn't hear that.
oh no, look, our disco balls stopped spinning.
Oh no.
There we go.
Can't have a party.
I know, right? What the hell? There you go. Spin.
Uh oh.
And
Hmm.
oh, nope, not that one. see. Wait, where is it? Where's the other disco ball? There it is. Spin, 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 spin. There we go. Now they're spinning. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go to the lab and I'm going to grab the stuff that I need
Okie dokie.
to see if this actually comes out as Frosted Flakes.
I
I
think
know
it will.
Munchkin will be very happy. I don't know. Like I said, guys,
I
I'm
have
not.
faith.
I'm not. Don't get it right all the time. Last week was a disaster. But I'll let you figure
No.
that out because you get it. You try. I sent it to you so you could try
Yeah,
it.
I've got it. I've got it. So we'll give it a whirl.
Give
I
it a
need to
whirl.
break out my RDA because I have the RTA set up now and I have my sub-ohm tank. I have my little, whatever the thing is. My brain just went blank, but I do not have the RDA set up yet. So I can
Okay.
just drip it in there in case. I don't want to have to
I
change a
am. I
coil.
do like my fruity flavors, and this is not going to be a fruity flavor, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm thinking the acetylpyrazine might be a little bit much, but it's going to give it that nutty flavor.
Yeah.
Um, so we're just going to leave you on screen there.
Oh, God, help the world.
Well, and now you can keep talking, and I can keep talking, but
Good,
I'm going
good.
to go and gather all of the things I need.
Yeah,
Bless you, Mom.
Jane, she does the fruity, and I like all the creams and custards,
Oh
so I
my
think it
God, you
works
like
out.
all those heavy, heavy, heavy
Heavy.
vapes.
I want to
Like
pretend it's a
heavy.
dessert.
Like
That's what I
she's
want.
swimming in it. It's just
Yeah.
crazy heavy. I can't do that.
Love it.
Blah,
I know I'm all alone. She,
blah.
I'm the same with fruit though. I'm like, okay, I can mix that into a custard or but I really would rather just have the creams and the cookies and the cakes and the pies without a lot of fruit in it.
Ugh.
You
Pie
know?
has fruit in it.
Well, I mean, I've made custard pie. It was really good. Yeah, it's got a crust and custard. That's like my heaven.
Let's see,
And
my
butter.
my cream fresh flavor is actually not in a. Oh, let me see if I can put a pressing adapter in this because I only use my cream fresh for. Oh, it has a pressing adapter. Oh, look at me
Hey,
go.
hey, you got one.
Look at me go.
Oh, airplane crossing. Yeah,
Well, it
there's
sounds like it's about to crash.
it's I swear they target us for target practice for the military. I swear to God. We have like those two big bomber planes that go over every single day. Then we have two jets that go over every single day. It's like clockwork.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're using
I'm
us.
pretty sure I'm in a flight pattern as well.
Yeah.
Because the planes
Creamy.
go over all the time.
Yes, it drives me. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I mean, there's no reason for them to be over here anyway. So,
Yeah, I'm not in the middle of nowhere.
yeah,
Not even a
we're
little.
1,000 miles from nowhere. That's a great song. Okay, so Chain, I like strawberries. I like pineapple. Let's see what I like orange.
I love key lime.
Well,
Like,
I like your key
oh,
lime. I haven't been able to do crap with key lime.
oh my gosh. Have you had my key lime ice cream?
I either had your pie or your ice cream because mom used to get it all the time and I tried it and it was
Oh,
really good.
so good.
Yeah.
So, so good.
Yeah. I think I was looking. Oh, I didn't tell you what I did today. So, River's going out of business, right?
Yeah, I got the email saying that they've upped it to 75% off.
I took my Heine over there and picked up the medicine flowers that I didn't want to pay $26 a bottle for.
Crazy.
So they were $6. I was like,
Wow.
yes. And it'll last you like forever. So I'm gonna
And I'm
try them.
I'm cheating too with the whole base. I've got the pre-mixed base.
Hex,
So,
yeah, I need to do that. But you know what I did? I took a 120 ml bottle and put a base together and
uh-huh.
forgot that it had the tiny, tiny little squeeze hole. And I was sitting there squeezing it into the bottle and it was taking forever. And I'm like, nope, that was a stupid idea.
All
I
right, I
don't
got
even
a
know what I was
bottle, I got a
thinking.
tip, got that. I think I have everything. This is a
So
lot.
that FA cookie, Jen,
Mm-hmm.
I use that for acetylpyrazine because it's got that in it too. So that's basically what I used it in my recipe was just
Okay.
for that. So yeah, it was kind of funny. We could be the cornflake sisters today.
Yeah,
Cornflake
but you put the
sisters.
custard in. I'm just,
Yeah, but he wanted custard, so I was trying to make him happy.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
But it doesn't really taste like custard. That's what I'm vaping. It's it's I think that cereal stuff has got I need more cereal base.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have the Rice Crunchies because out of all the cereals I have, I think the Rice Crunchies probably would be the closest one.
I like the Rice
Um,
Crunchies.
but
Flaky.
we're gonna try this first.
Shane said we're flaky sisters.
I'm okay with that.
Flaky.
Okay, so let's go to our build cam. Build cam. Okay, scoot this over a little. There we go. All right. So
Ooh.
we are aiming for 10% flavor. I still think this acetylpyrazine might be a little bit much, but I looked around on ELR at some of the other recipes that people had put together for Frosted Flakes, and they all seemed to be pretty heavy on the acetylpyrazine. So,
Wow.
um, so we're gonna do that. So here we are. We got acetylpyrazine, and always shake your flavors, guys. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them. And we're gonna do 1% acetylpyrazine, which actually only comes out to 0.3, so which is still not much. I mean, it's still just that.
That'd be great. Pen, I'm Nilla Nuts and Nilla Please. Those are my absolute two favorites.
Hmm.
Rocking it.
Yep, creme brulee is definitely one of my favorites. All right, so here we go. We got Flavor Art, Cream Fresh. Shake your flavors. So I have a 3 milliliter syringe here that I can put in my press-in adapter and grab another 0.3, 1% of cream fresh.
That's a big old bottle of cream fresh you got there.
It is a big old bottle of cream fresh. That's what happens when you have a lab and you have to keep a bunch of flavors around. Okay. Next would be TFA's DX hazelnut.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I go after the DX hazelnut is because it tends to not fade, whereas the regular hazelnut, I don't know, in my experience, it has tended to fade. Scuba yells at me because he would rather me use the regular hazelnut in the Nilla Nuts recipe, but
Yeah.
I have had a lot better luck with the DX hazelnut, and they taste pretty similar.
Well, it's hard to find the regular hazelnut. The only one that I could find was DX.
Let's see. Oh, and that was also 1%, guys. 1% of everything so far. So, oh, no, wait, not that one. All right, so now we're going to use TFA's marshmallow. And we're going to do 2% of that. Marshmallow is a very, very mild flavor. You really don't taste it. It is definitely a good blender flavor. So 0.6 milliliters of marshmallow. And it's a good sweetener as well. Okay.
Marshmallow.
So 2% of Flavor Arts meringue.
Yes.
Because, like I said, hazelnut and meringue just do something magical.
Mm.
It's magic.
Oh, 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 it's magic.
Magic. And yes, I am not I don't put sweetener in everything, but when something comes with sugar, like Frosted Flakes, you got to put sweetener on it. So people
Yep.
are like, "Oh, it's too much sweetener, too much sweetener." No, 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 no. Okay, only when it's necessary. If it's something you would normally put sugar on, Just a little bit of sweetener. Seriously, it's not
Yeah.
gonna kill you. But just 1% of the sweetener. And then we're gonna go 2% of one-on-one's yellow cake. Like I said, one-on-one's yellow cake to me tastes more like a cake. It's light and airy. It's not rich like Flavor West yellow. Flavor West yellow cake is, I mean, it's like a syrup if you guys use yellow cake. It's just crazy,
Yes.
crazy thick. Okay, so you can see there I have 10% flavoring in the bottle. And now this is my 3 milligram 30/70 mix. And the reason I'm using the 30/70 mix is because this is actually designed for using 15% flavoring. So when I put this in this bottle, it's actually going to come out to a 25/75 mix because I've only used 10% of the flavor in here. So we're losing 5% of the base amount. I don't know if that makes sense to everybody. There's kind of some math going on there, but if you really want me to explain it, I will, but yeah. All right. And the only reason I'm not wearing gloves is because I am using a nicotine solution that is only 0.3%. Okay. It's very, oh, I can smell it.
I bet it
Mm.
smells good.
I smell that acetylpyrazine is what I'm smelling. Okay, so this whole bottle, okay, has 0.3%. Then not 3%, 0.3. So 0.3% of this whole bottle is made up of pure nicotine. All right. When you're talking a dilution that much, okay, this stuff is not going to hurt you. You don't need to use gloves. Um, this is why I like having a pre-mixed bottle like this because it just makes it so much easier to fill up a bottle when you need to. Like I can make a bottle in like 30 seconds. It's awesome.
Yes, it is. You're awesome.
Oh.
I love watching you mix. It's fun.
Oh. All right. So once you get your top on, shake, shake, shake. Now, if you hold this up to the light, you're gonna see that it's not shaking all the way. There's like these little ribbons all through it. You want to get rid of the ribbons. You want to make sure that
Wow.
somebody's
Yes.
excited.
No idea. They're in the back of the house too.
Basically the air bubble that's in your bottle is what's going to help shake. Okay. This is one of the reasons actually why the Gorilla bottles are so nice because they have such a wide neck with the little needle tip on top. So it creates a larger bubble, okay, in the bottle that allows you to shake it. The Gorilla bottles are actually very, very well designed. I mean, the slogan on the Gorilla bottles flat out say, uh, engineered for or designed for a purpose, engineered for a purpose. I mean, they were literally made for vapors. Okay, they're it's
Sorry, Crispers.
what what the
Katie woke
hell?
him up screaming.
Oh,
Or
okay.
they're playing video games.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
So let's get all my crap out of the way.
And Shane, I also use that the TFA, TPA, whatever you want to call it, whipped cream to do that same thing. If I'm wanting to blend
Whipped
something.
cream has but whipped cream does have a distinctive flavor to it.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, whipped cream, it's a great flavor. TFA's whipped cream is like spot
Mm,
on. You open up the bottle and you take a whiff of it, and you would think you were sticking your head in a bowl of Cool Whip. Like, I'm not even
yes.
kidding. Like, it is spot on whipped cream. And it absolutely gives you that whipped cream flavor. Um,
Yeah.
it's a wonderful icing if you're looking to put an icing on a cake. I wanted to make sure you weren't mixing before sharing two pieces of news, one of which
What?
I want to see your reaction.
Is it
Okay.
good news?
Yeah, he wouldn't share bad news.
Oh, good.
That would be private.
Okay.
Zach is on his way armed with peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, that's what Kayla's been wanting.
Actually, your daughter gave, well, I mean, she didn't give it to me, but it was the white elephant present. Remember, we had some of that peanut butter whiskey in a little airplane size one, and we tried it, and it was,
Ooh,
it was gross.
the peanut butter whiskey.
Hi, Chunk.
Hi, Chuck.
I'll have to remember that might come in handy. I have some of that. Actually, I have a ton of flavors already. I feel like I need them all. Two, the one where they got back together is now streaming. Yes, I did see that. Today is the 27th. For those of you Friends fans who also happen to subscribe to HBO Max, you can stream it or watch it on HBO Max of the Friends reunion episode
We can
that
watch
came
that.
out today.
Ooh, I'm watching when we get off.
I'm a huge Friends fan. I think Friends was, I mean, well, it absolutely was the it show of the 90s. There's no question about it. Everybody watched Friends. And
Yeah.
this week has been hectic. I'll catch up with you. I know, Chunk. It's all good. Chunk and I are working out because you guys can thank Chunk for our vaping watch library being 5 instead of 4.
We
So
love you.
so yes, the boosted apple pie is, and so he and I are working out our deal behind the scenes here as to why I am allowed to sell the boosted apple pie. So
Rock on, Chuck.
apparently, peanut butter whiskey is supposed to mix really well with Nilla Nuts coffee. Okay,
Ooh.
okay,
All right,
cool.
I'm going to the liquor store. I'll see y'all in a minute because I've got some vanilla nuts that I need to make as soon as we're done.
Half calf.
Half calf. Oh my gosh. The girls wanted to try it with Jack Daniel's honey. They were thinking peanut butter and honey. So,
I tell you what, guys, I went to the liquor store the other day, and yeah, boy, there's a lot of flavors of stuff. It was like I was walking, I was like, man, look at all these, just flavors and flavors and
oh
flavors.
yeah.
But kids don't like flavors.
Yeah.
I mean, or adults don't like flavors. I'm sorry,
Yeah, no.
kids only kids like flavors.
You
But
ought to see Kayla's liquor cabinet. It's every freaking imaginable flavor up there of vodka.
apparently, everyone on the other side decided to nap, so Zach is bored.
Bye, Jane. Eric, we'll
What?
see you later, honey.
Bye, Mr. Chain Vapor.
Larry.
Man, is that somebody you know, Mandalorian?
Yes, Mr. Larry. He's a mixer as well. He
Um,
is a good mixer.
Mandalorian. So I take it you're a fan of the. We love the Mandalorian. We are so obsessed with Mandalorian. And oh, hello. Look at this.
Oh, oh. He's got, what do you call those 510 screw in things?
Can you hear that?
Oh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna keep my microphone here because he'll keep going.
Oh. Build stand, that's what it was. Lumi makes build stands, and Larry's got a Mandalorian build stand. It is so cute.
This was a birthday present. I think was it birthday or
Nice.
no? It was birthday present. Yeah.
Oh. Oh my gosh. You just want to hug his little
And
cheeks.
he does a. If you tap him, he does a force move. Like what? Here we go.
Oh.
Hang on. He hasn't done it yet. Oh, come on, do it. Come on, buddy.
Oh. That is precious. Precious.
So
Larry, that's
yes,
cool. Oh my gosh, I'm
he
in
makes
love.
us laugh. He makes us laugh, so I keep him here at work.
Oh my God, that would be great. Sorry.
Yep, mom comes in and she pets his head so that he starts laughing and whine. You know,
Oh.
he's
Oh.
so
Nilla
cute.
Nuts. Nilla Nuts vodka. I think that should be your next project. Oh my God. We could have fun with that.
So there you go. There's my little
He's
Grogu. Now I
adorable.
have a life-size one too. David got me a life-size one for Christmas, which I let the girls play with whenever they come to visit, the granddaughters.
Oh,
Because he actually runs around like he has a little remote control thing. You can make him run around, and you can put him on explore mode, and he'll just run around like a Roomba,
oh,
and run into things. Um, if I had hardwood floors, he would be even more fun to play with, but you can only play with him in the kitchen because I don't have hardwood floors.
oh.
Um, but yeah, he's bigger. He's about twice the size at home that I have, and he does his little force move and everything. Like he's got it's like a wrist unit that you can put on, and it's got little buttons, remote control thing going on. So he's really
How
cute.
cute is that?
So yeah,
That is cute.
this one doesn't move. He's just stationary. He doesn't.
He's adorable, though.
Oh, he sleeps. He'll sleep. He'll sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on. He'll sleep, and then he'll snore. He's not going to snore. Sometimes he snores. Sometimes he doesn't.
That's so cute. So cute. So cute.
And then you can wake him up.
Larry, do you see what you started?
You totally derailed the show. But hey, when it comes to Grogu, I'm all about him. He makes me laugh. He is just the cutest thing ever invented. I
He is beautiful.
firmly agree.
He sounds like a baby. And I have a thing for little babies. I just love when I'm really stressed out, I listen to baby videos that laugh. And so anything that sounds like a baby, I'm happy with.
So
Baby
his name is
Yoda.
Grogu, though. We didn't know that until the last episode. So
Baby Yoda.
yes, yes, it does, Cuba.
Yes, it does.
Yes, yes, it
I
does.
have some sitting over here. That's how I soaked off my little nails.
Because you have to, yeah, if you have acrylics, you have to use non-acetone nail polish to get the polish off if you want to change the color
Yep.
without damaging the acrylics. So, and
Yep.
yes, it sucks.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I got my D3,
Dun, dun, dun.
my IPV D3.
Hi, David.
Oh, I guess I could try this now that it's been sitting on this thing for a week, huh? I guess I could
Yeah.
try.
This is
Whew.
a toffee cheesecake?
No, that was
No.
last week. This is the cornbread shit.
Oh, the cornbread. Okay, because I have both of those. Okay. Let's see. What does it taste
Oh, it's not heated up yet. Come
like?
on
Oh.
now. Yeah, I'm still not feeling it.
Yeah. No.
Seems too airy for this one.
No, I have not. I have not. I have been mixing up so much crap, Larry. I have not. I've been mixing stuff for other people. I don't get to mix for myself anymore.
Well, you should. Well, you know what? If you have flavors that you really like, you should do what I do.
Yeah.
You mix up a big batch of concentrate, mix up a big batch of base, and then just mix
So
them,
many.
put them together when you're ready.
Or I could
Unless
just
you
keep
like to
buying
steep
from you.
them, you could buy them from me.
Yeah, say it's
But
just
or you
easier.
could just, if you like them steeped, of course, then you could just pre-make like a big bottle and then refill your little bottles as you need it.
Yeah. Well, I know. How big do you sell these bacon watches? What size they come in? I forgot to.
120 for needlepoint,
Okay.
130 for the syringe size.
Okay. Because I need to get the big one next time.
Mr. Crispers, I am not. We threw everything at this last week. Like, okay, Mr. Crispers, here's what we put in this thing. All right. And we used a lot of flavors that I had but had never actually used before. Um, because I mean, like we just started throwing things at it. Like, and I had a bunch of flavors that I had bought with the intention of experimenting with and never did. So they were flavors that I've had for a couple years now, but I've never even opened. So we used Flavor West kettle corn. We used my creme brulee recipe. We used brown sugar, Flavor West funnel cake, TFA's movie popcorn, Loran's vanilla butternut, and Flavora's vanilla pudding. And it I think the movie popcorn is kind of what's giving it the weird taste that I don't like.
That's one I don't have.
Although the weird taste doesn't seem to be there anymore.
Maybe it's steeped out. Hi, David.
Is he leaving?
He's taking mom
Tell
to
mom I'm
Publix.
heading to Pubix. He calls it Pubix.
I
That means I'll see you shortly after you finish here. Okay. What are you going to Publix for? See if they have fried chicken?
can't have fried chicken.
Publix makes some really good fried chicken.
Oh, got it.
He brought home last night these, apparently it's this al
Much for
fresca, these
yeah.
little ready-made meals. They're shrink wrapped and they're I guess the shrink wrap has a venting in it. So you just pop the thing in the microwave for 2 minutes and it cooks and vents. And it's just great. I had
Nice.
what was it, balsamic glazed salmon
Ooh,
over a bed of pesto rice.
wow. Salmon
Um,
sounds great.
yeah, and
Munchkin.
I'd never had pesto on rice before. It was a long grain rice. It was pretty good.
Nice.
And then he also brought home a container of smoked Gouda mac and cheese.
I love
And
Gouda.
I know.
Gouda.
So Munchkin, we made a Frosted Flakes recipe, and we're gonna try
Gouda.
it here in a minute.
That was funny.
I'm trying to vape off a little bit from what I had from last week,
You do not like that, I can tell.
because it is dark. Look at that, it got dark.
Yes.
We're gonna
Let's
put
see.
some new wicks on this bad boy, and we're gonna try some.
The toffee's not that dark.
It was a little dark, but it was definitely. But you should try it.
Yeah.
Try
Let's see.
it. Try it. Do it. Do it.
Which one? You want me to try the toffee or the
Yeah, the toffee cheesecake.
toffee?
Yeah.
I still have
Hello,
like that
Yardbird.
much left in a tank. I really need an RDA setup. I'm gonna pull that one out tonight and just set it up. I can do it. It's a single coil, so
Yeah, I think the movie popcorn flavor kind of steeped out, so it doesn't have that bitter taste I was tasting last week.
nice. Is it buttery?
It's not really buttery though. I don't know. But it doesn't have that weird aftertaste. I mean, it's okay. It's just yeah, it's not something I would
Yeah,
pay.
just yeah. Hey, Yardbird. Sorry.
Then if you really want it to get all foggy in here, you can do it this way. Just take the top off and
Foggy.
it gets super foggy in here really fast when I do it that way. So, okay, let's cut these bad boys out. And we'll go back to the buildy cam. Put some doobie rolls in there and
Doobie
test
roll.
out Frosted Flakes. Actually, I'm calling them Flaky Frost.
Flaky frost.
Flaky Frost.
Frost.
Okay. Do 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 do.
Mr. Crisper shared a recipe for you.
I do 2.7 TFA cheesecake graham crust, 2.5 one-on-one corn pudding, 0.75 maple syrup, 0.7 acetal, 0.85 super sweet, 0.27 2.75 vanilla custard, 0.30 vanilla bean gelato. Okay. You were supposed to hit me with a lot of questions during my show. She's still waiting. Well,
I know, but remember, I was late to your show because I fell asleep. I didn't sleep well the night before, so I fell into a coma, and I only caught like the last 15, so I didn't want to bombard you, Scuba.
hey, it gives him content. It's okay. It gives him content. He's cool with it.
He's like, okay, this is for Michelle, who cannot figure out how to wick a doggone RDA to save her life. I even messed up Aries coils. So,
Oh, no,
yeah,
no, 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 don't do
Yeah,
that.
I did. I cut them off too short. I screwed them up.
Ah, you need a coily tool.
Yeah, I had one, not the coily tool, but it looks kind of like the coily tool, and I can't find that either. Just like I can't find my thing that opens my bottle caps on my e-liquid bottles. I lose everything.
Oh, okay. Trust me, he needs content. Hey, them's fighting
Christopher,
words. Scoob's like, I've been doing this show for 8 fucking years. I need content.
we have fun. Yeah, I try to catch them. I'm always
I
late.
would catch him, but I tend to leave work, and when I'm at home, I honestly, Scuba, I hope you don't take offense to the fact that I don't come to your show very often, but it's just a matter of when I'm at home, I don't get on the computer.
You don't want to think about vape either, I'm sure,
I
because you've done it
don't.
all day.
I really don't. I'm just over it, and I tend to stay unplugged on the weekend. And so, I'm usually home by 8 o'clock on Fridays. And if I'm still here, I'll pop in. But I'm usually walking out the door. So I might pop in sometimes, but I don't say anything because then I'll get stuck here till 10 o'clock if I do. So,
Christopher's. I don't know if you can see the screen. He says, but you don't get on the computer. But Jen, they make a fancy thing called a YouTube
well,
app.
yeah,
Lol.
I can, but then I'd have to get on my phone to chat, and that's just a pain in the ass. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and I have done that. I've gone home and turned on YouTube and I've watched it on on my television, but
Hmm.
then it's like you still don't know that I'm there because like I said, I'm not chatting. So,
Yeah. I don't have a computer for my YouTube
and
TV.
then if I do say something, then Steve is all like, "Oh, call in and join us."
It's like I can't. I do actually like watching the shows on replays though on the big screen. It's actually more fun. But I do. You can't chat, and I like to talk.
And that's what I mean. So that's what I'll do is I'll pull it up on my phone and I mute it on my phone so that I can watch the chat and respond sometimes. But I'm actually probably there more often than you realize. Like I said, I'm just not saying anything.
See, now you know. She's stalking you, Scuba. You just don't know it. I love watching you do this.
I'm just being lazy. There's no stalking involved.
I have like the ones that I have are the eyelet ones that go through the coils.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I have some of those.
Yeah, it's a pain in my butt. I bought like I think 100 of them,
Oh, I
and
got
they're
some like on a sample, but
well, they're usually too thick, and then
okay.
I'll sit there and move my coil the wrong way and bend it, and
Mhm.
so that may be something else. Maybe I just need to go get some cotton.
It's cheap, dude.
Yeah.
I actually haven't even had to buy cotton. I bought some. This is the Puffs cotton because I prefer to use the puff cotton that you can get on Amazon if I'm doing the doobie roll
Hmm.
because it's thinner. But for my Zeus, I use the Muji cotton because it's nice and thick.
Emoji.
And so here, let me show you guys. Okay, so when I'm doing the doobie roll, I get this cotton, which is you can get it on Amazon. Like two of these cost me like $8, and they last forever and a day.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
so, but the Muji cotton, I am almost out of. I think. Well, the bag that Aries gave me when I was in Arkansas 4 years ago. Here it is. Okay, I still have this much left. Okay, guys. And and this is
Wow.
Muji.com. It's like $3 or $4 for this big pack of what, like 500 pieces, I think.
Wow.
No, 180 pieces. And so Aries buys this stuff in bulk. So he had given me a pack of it. Like I said, he gave this to me 4 years ago, and this is how much I have left. Just FYI.
Wow. Yeah.
Um, so I was telling a customer about it because she wanted to go to RDA's. So I was telling her about the Muji cotton, and she went ahead and she bought some for herself, and then she bought extra, And so she took me out to lunch a couple weeks ago, and she gave me 2 more packs
You're
of the
set for
Muji cotton.
life.
So I like have enough cotton until rapture, people. Like
Yes, you
seriously,
do.
I
Mr.
am set.
Crispers, I have an Oculus. It's much fun.
Yes, I have an Oculus too. Actually, I
Yes.
haven't used it in quite a while though.
My son had just got through with football practice and he had red mud all over him and he stained my headband. I want to beat him up for that so bad.
Ooh.
I can't get it out. Yeah, we've only had it a couple of months, so it was still new.
Yeah, we played with it when we first got it, but we haven't played with it in quite some time. It was one of those. It was like if you got a phone at during a specific time, a Samsung phone, you got an Oculus.
Yeah.
Um, and I played a few games on it. There's one game that David really liked. It was called I don't know what it was called, but basically it's like you're flying through the air and you have to like throw little balls at glass.
Okay.
He's not here anymore, is he? So and yeah, and then the other day I saw him playing on his phone and I heard the familiar glass breaking sounds. I'm like, "Did you find that game on your phone?" He's like, "Hell yeah, I did."
Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, they don't have it for the new Resident Evil yet. I think that would be fun.
The one that gave you nightmares.
Yeah, and I'm still playing it. They got a chick that's 9 feet tall, and everybody on YouTube is talking about her.
It's
And
like the
it's
Avatar blue people.
she's huge. Well, she's not a nice chick, that's for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I make Katie sit in there with me when I play it. It's kind of funny. But they do all these jump scares, and it freaks me out.
This is what she told me the other day. She's like, I didn't sleep. I was having nightmares from Resident Evil, and I'm like, I thought she meant the movie. I'm like,
Oh
seriously?
no.
Did that really scare you? She's like, oh no, 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 it was a video game.
Yeah. The only movie that ever gave me nightmares was The Exorcist. Oh my gosh, I cannot watch that movie.
You want? Okay, I'm gonna admit something here, because it freaked me out when it happened. Because I mean, I was like, I was trying to think, how old was I? I was like probably 27-ish. And so the idea that a movie gave me nightmares was like I'm 27 years old. I shouldn't be getting nightmares from movies. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
28 days later.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good, but it fucked with me.
Oh no.
It so fucked with me. I couldn't. I mean, I was just like, what? I mean, seriously, the next morning, I'm just like, holy crap, what did I dream last night? Why did that movie mess with me so much?
Yeah.
And it bothered me. The movie bothered me just because, like, I mean, I thought that it was very offensive to men, actually, because I mean, it's supposed to only have been 28 days since the virus hit, right?
Right.
And it was like, so in 1 month's time, you'd have these men that were just so crazed that they, were willing to rape women because I mean, like, I don't know. I was not impressed with that
Oh,
aspect of it. But because they felt like the need to repopulate the earth or whatever, and so they were just gonna rape any woman they saw. Like seriously, like they were just
oh yeah.
animalistic at that point, and it had only been a month. Like really, can you guys really not control yourselves for a
They
month?
were already that way before. That's how I believe. And Larry, I cannot fall asleep to it. I cannot have that movie anywhere near me.
I did go watch 28 Weeks Later, actually. Well, I didn't go to the theater and watch it. I'm not even sure when to, but I did. I actually have the DVD. And I did see 28 Weeks Later, which was totally Americanized and stupid. And yeah. And it didn't bother me. 28 Weeks Later did not bother me nearly as much as 28 Days Later. So I'm okay. Finger test.
Be delicious.
Oh my God. That tasted just like fucking Frosted Flakes.
I knew you could do it. I knew it, knew it,
Oh
knew
my
it,
God.
knew it.
It's not too nutty, people.
Munchkin's gonna love you.
Oh my God.
Yay.
Oh my God, this is crazy. All right, let's see if it vapes the way. We all know it doesn't always taste the way it vapes, so. All right, that looks good, good and saturated. Now it's gonna
Scuba,
gimme, 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 gimme.
Scuba, I want to hear your opinion when you do play that game, though.
Which one, Resident Evil?
Yeah, because he said they had it downstairs. Her son.
Apparently it's scary. Just saying, it's scary.
It is very scary.
Okay,
Dun, dun,
you ready?
dun, dun, dun. Ready?
Well, we gotta burn off a little bit first, so yeah. Okay. All right, I'm vaping this at 60 watts, 0.28 ohm coil at 4.1 volts.
Munchkin, he'll be having nightmares in.
Okay, so
What you get?
it's definitely sweet. It's definitely got that nutty flavor, like that cereal flavor to it. Like I said, guys, the hazelnut and the meringue does
So
something
good.
magical. Okay, and then you throw in that acetylpyrazine on top of it. It's doing something Okay, so the rest of it is just designed to sweeten it up. All right, so oh my God,
Yes.
this tastes like fucking Frosted Flakes.
Woo!
That is insane. That is so crazy.
And I didn't write this down, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch to see what you did. Frosted
That is so
Flakes.
crazy. Like I said, and I really thought it was going to be too much acetylpyrazine, but
So the
no,
1% is what we did.
1%. Yeah,
What we did. Do you like how I just added that we did it since I was in the
we
room?
did. I know we did it. Yeah.
We did.
Because I mean, I kept the percentages real even, because I figured I'd have to tweak it, and I might still need to. I mean, if I let this steep for a bit. Resident Evil, is that about Congress, the White House, the WHO, and the FBI? Talk about brain dead zombies. They're everywhere in Day of the Living Dead. DLC. Like I said, I never got into the Resident Evil movies. I mean, the creatures are ridiculously scary with their like flower mouths or whatever that they have. But I did see the last one. I think it was called Redemption or
It may have been. I'm not big on the movies. I just like the
what
games.
was it? Let me go look it up real quick so I can speak intelligently about this. Let's see, IMDb, and okay, give me my search bar. Come on, there we go. Resident Evil. Blah, 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 more title matches. Come on. Apocalypse? No. The final no.
Bless you.
Resident Evil Afterlife? Extinction? No. What was the one that came out? Let's see.
Yeah,
It would have
Larry.
come out around 2000. Well, maybe it was Afterlife? Resident Evil After. Maybe it was Afterlife. That came out in 2010. That sounds like the right one. It was the last one, whatever the last one was. Well, you know what? They may have come out with more since then, and I
But
didn't.
I have no
They
idea.
probably have. Um, Afterlife sounds right though. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was like the last one with Mila. Was it Jovovich and or Jovovich and not Mila? Yeah. Wait, what's her name?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, well, you're just useless.
I am. I have no idea.
All right, here we go. Let's pick on. Yes. Resident Evil Afterlife. Mila, yes, Mila Jovovich.
Mila, Mila,
And
Mila, Mila.
um so it was the last one where it was like they won, you know, it was time to repopulate the earth kind of thing. So
I don't know. I watched like half of one of those movies. I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna play the video game. Plus, the video game has a hot guy, so you have Leon and Chris.
it definitely tastes like a cereal. I'm not sure if it's Frosted Flakes.
I'll have to mix that one. I think I've got most of the stuff you've got for that one. I think.
It's definitely a cereal though. It might be like, have you guys ever had the Frosted Cheerios?
I have.
It might be more like Frosted Cheerios than Frosted Flakes. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good.
It's good.
It's definitely got, yeah, it's definitely like a sugary cereal, but I'm not so sure it's Frosted Flakes. It's so good. So
She's gonna
good.
vape it. Ooh, my
Yeah,
battery.
I'm gonna vape it. See, you guys know I like it too if I vape enough that I have to re-drip.
Jen, there's no
Let's
fruit
see.
in it.
There is no fruit in it. I didn't say I would start vaping it all the time. I'm not gonna do that, but
We can't bring you to the dark side, huh?
it's good. It's good. Oh yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah, no, it's in my recipe book. There's no question about it. In my recipe book. I'll have to add it to my website as a concentrate
woot woot.
so you can make it. And it's not, it doesn't use a lot of flavor either. It's only 10%.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, it's not like the clock. I tell you what, guys, boy, when I got the Clockworks custard thing and I found out it was 27%, I was like, what?
I bet you. Oh my God, no.
You got to be kidding me. 27%. I mean, I didn't even bother. Like when I make, oh yeah, cereal. Now see, I don't have cereal 27. But yeah, I could see that one being a good cornflakes base.
Yep,
Like
that's what I used.
if I was to use cereal 27, I don't know what I would probably use it in place of the yellow cake, I think. Um, because that's probably what's given me more of a Cheerios feel than a cornflakes feel. So yeah, the cereal 27 might be good to use in place of the yellow cake. I might pick some of that up. I don't know.
Oh,
Next time I make a Capella order, I might throw in the cereal 27.
I think you'll like that one. So sorry, I had to lick the bottle for the clockworks. I just had to make sure it was getting there.
Oh,
It's
it
so
already
good.
has the AP. Huh.
Mhm.
So I'd want to use it in place of the acetylpyrazine? Or maybe in place of both, possibly, actually. The acetylpyrazine and the yellow cake, take those out and replace it with cereal 27. That would probably be a good idea. If you have
Ooh.
cereal 27 on hand, that would probably work.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I have a couple of cereals, um, but yeah, the only ones I have are Cheerios and I don't even think it's Honey Nut Cheerios. I think it's just straight up Cheerios. I gotta look and see. But and I have Crunch Berries and I have Rice Krispies. So I'm gonna turn this up some. Let's see here. Let's go to 70 watts.
Next week we're gonna have to do a fruit just for you because we've been doing all the creamy and heavy stuff.
No, it's way higher, D Millen. Way higher. Okay, you
Oh
buy
my
Nilla
God.
Nuts from me, and I recommend you use it at 15%,
Hmm.
maybe 20 if you're feeling froggy. But yeah,
Yard.
17, like I say 17 if you want extra flavor, 20 if you're feeling froggy. But the Clockworks custard from Vaping Watch, is recommended to be used at 27%. Okay, it's a very, very complicated, layered, intricate recipe that you would never in a million years figure out on your own. Like, seriously, it's crazy.
Yeah, believe me, I tried for years after they quit
Apparently, yeah, she
selling
was
it.
telling me, I tried to figure that. No, you would never stumble across this on your own. Like, there's just no
Dang it.
way. Okay, it is. What is the steep? I mean, I hate that about just saying holy steep time. Yeah. Steeping to me is such a personal preference, D Mellon. I am a shake and vape gal. Okay. I mean you see it, like I mix the stuff, I vape it right away. If it doesn't taste good right away, I'm not really into it. Like yeah, whatever. But but for me, steeping time is just it's so personal. I mean, everybody's gonna like different steep times. Some people may only like it a 3 day steep time. Some people might like a week. Some people might like 2 weeks, which is why we've always had our business model be that we make the juice fresh when you order it, so that
Mhm.
it gets to you as fresh as possible and you can decide on your steep time. Because, what if you don't like a 2 or 3 or 4 week steep, and it's been sitting on the shelf here waiting to be ordered for, a month. And, what if you don't like it that way?
Yeah.
It's just so personal.
Hey, DeMillan, by the way, sorry. Yeah. I'll be honest. I use my little vortex mixer and I shake things up. And honestly, even if it says a 2 week steep time, I'm doing it in 3 days. That's how I vape.
I mean, it's just such a personal preference, you know. And one of the biggest compliments I get is people telling me that they tried it right away and they want to let something steep, but it's just too good, and they end up finishing it before they even reach a steep time.
Yeah.
And that's just like the biggest compliment ever for me. Like the one thing I will tell you though, for instance, like the key lime ice cream. I know you used to watch me a lot, and I vaped on key lime ice cream for like 2 or 3 years, and that's
Mhm.
all I vaped for 2 or 3 years, and that was for me a shake and vape flavor, because after about 3 weeks, it reached its peak steep time at about 3 weeks. And at that point, the lime would mellow out and the ice cream flavor would really come through. And I didn't like it that way. I mean, it definitely still tasted like key lime ice cream, and it tasted probably more like a key lime ice cream at that point. But I preferred it when it was fresh, because when it was fresh, that lime was so tart and tangy that was just, oh, it just hit me right in the feels, like right there.
You like
And that because that lime is just super, super strong and tart and tangy and just amazing tasting. And that ice cream was just sort of backing it up. And that's the way I liked it. And it still takes me about 2 to 3 weeks to go through a 120 ml bottle.
it?
So basically, at the end of my bottle, the very end of my bottle, I'm just like trying to vape it up as fast as possible because I want to make me a fresh bottle.
Heck yeah. I
Yeah.
don't use dairy milk, so hopefully Jen does.
Your opinion, just so I don't go out and buy just cream fresh. If I use dairy milk, do you think I should just leave it at 1%? Um, well, it's a flavor art flavor, so it's definitely um, going to be more intense at the flavor art cream fresh versus the dairy milk. I'll be honest with you, Christopher's. I mean, I would try it. I haven't always had a lot of luck with dairy milk. I have it. I have used it, and it does. I mean, it works in some things, but for me, dairy fresh or dairy milk has it almost goes sour if you use too much. It goes sour, and especially at higher wattages, it almost tastes. I mean, I don't know. I've not had a lot of luck with dairy milk. So when I use it sparingly. So yeah, I would say probably keep it at 1%. Um, and it could work. It could work. I didn't think I would ever put it down either. I was amazed. I just gotten to the
Love
point
the
after, like I said, of
terms.
about 3 years, I think, of vaping it. that it just wasn't giving me that wow factor, whenever when I made a fresh bottle. And then I was on I think it was the grapefruit lemonade that somebody suggested I make a grapefruit lemonade, and I had a sample bottle of grapefruit, and so I used it in conjunction with our lemonade recipe, and oh, that was amazing. It's like a pink grapefruit and lemonade. Oh, so good, so good.
Nice. Nice.
The only thing you ever found that tastes good is Lucky Charms. Yeah, I mean this like it might work. I mean the best thing I could do is say is to try it. Try it in a small bottle. See what it tastes like. I mean, if not, you might need to go for the Flavor Art Cream Fresh.
Somebody told me that that dairy milk tasted good with oranges. I don't know if that's true because I don't use it.
I can see that. Yeah, I didn't. I got it. I mean, I actually I didn't use it for any of my recipes. I actually got it because of somebody I was co-packing for.
Yeah.
He used it in one of his recipes, and so that's the main reason I have it.
Very nice.
So, but yes, for those of you
Yeah.
who don't know, I have five of Vaping Watch's flavors are now available as a concentrate on our website. You can get Clockworks custard, homemade apple pie, boosted apple pie, pina colada, and what's the other one? Kentucky bourbon custard.
Ooh. And you can
Have
get
you
a
tried it yet?
10% off.
Yeah,
10%
use
off.
Mixin right there.
Yeah.
Use Mixin and get 10% off.
Yeah.
Have you tried the Kentucky bourbon custard yet?
No, I'm not going to try it until my mom gets here on Sunday because that is for her. But I will try it when I make it for her. Yeah, that's for Mama. She loves bourbon.
Well, it's definitely a milder bourbon. There are two different bourbon custards you can get on my website. One of them is made by Vaping Watch. The other one is made by our very own Michelle Hughes. It is the TOC flavor line, and it is called Bourbon Street.
Yeah,
And Bourbon Street has a lot of
it's a lot
bourbon.
of bourbon.
It's a
A
lot of
lot of
bourbon.
bourbon. It's for
Okay.
real men.
If you do not like the taste of bourbon, I would not
Yeah,
get the Bourbon Street. I would stick with the Kentucky Bourbon Custard
yeah.
from Vaping Watch because
I think you should get them both and try them side by side. That's
you
what I
know
think.
what? That's what you should, Scuba, that's what you need to
There you
do.
go.
You need to order a bottle of each from
Yeah.
me. I will mail them to you, and then you can try them on your show side by side and tell people
Yep.
what you think of the levels of bourbon in the concentrate.
Because, honey, when I do bourbon, I do bourbon.
When she sent me the recipe, I was like, "Whoa!" It's like,
Bourbon,
"Damn,
baby. Bourbon.
damn! I would never have put that much bourbon in a flavor. Woof! There's a lot,
Yeah, good
y'all.
luck figuring that one out.
Y'all, if you use bourbon, only if you throw in some of that flaky frost. That's I could do that.
Oh,
I could do that. I could do that.
flaky. It's tricky to rock around. Okay, no, I'm not going to get us booted.
It's tricky,
Lord.
tricky, tricky.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's. I'm not. I'm still.
Ooh,
I
Long
like it.
Island.
Don't get. I'm still vaping on it. I do like it. It's very good. But I'm thinking. I'm thinking it might be more of a frosted Cheerios than it is a frosted flakes. But it's
All right,
tasty.
Jamila, I got to ask now, when you say Long Island tea, now where I'm from, when we make a Long Island tea, it's all the white liquors and real sweet tea. But I have
Yep.
seen people use Coca-Cola instead of tea and call it a Long Island tea. So which one? Because that's a big difference.
Now I always heard you just put a splash of Coke to give it the tea flavor. You don't really taste the Coke,
Yeah,
but the splash of Coke will give it the tea color.
yeah, we use
Um,
real sweet tea here. And then you add all the white liquors.
Have you ever seen that episode of The Big Bang Theory when Penny was making Sheldon Long Island iced teas?
I don't
It's so
remember.
funny because she was like he was having problems with his girlfriend, and she was so he goes to the bar, the Cheesecake Factory, and she's behind the bar, and he says, oh, well, he's like, I need something to drink. He's like, but I don't know what to drink because I only ever drink tea. She goes, well, there's a Long Island iced tea, and he's like, all right, I'll try it. So she makes him one, and she hands it to him, and he starts sucking this thing down. I mean, like, she was like, hold on, Tex. She's like, hold on there, pace yourself. He goes, I drink tea all the time. I think I know
Oh
what I'm
my
doing.
gosh, no.
And she was like, and it was so funny because what the situation he was upset about was that he had been hanging out with Will Wheaton, and Will Wheaton had said
Will
something
Wheaton.
mean to his girlfriend, and she expected Sheldon to stick up for her, when she was
Yeah.
actually kind of being a bitch too. But she expected Sheldon to take her side, and he kind of took Will Wheaton's side instead. And so after he had like two Long Island iced teas in the span of about 3 minutes, um, he goes, he was like, well, he's like, she is my girlfriend. He's like, but Will's my friend. He goes, but on the other hand, that dang polecat done wrong my woman.
That's great.
She goes, welcome to Long Island, Tex.
That is great. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Scoop, I'm
Oh,
with you. No, no.
Demel and a Mandalorian have been challenged. What do they challenge each other? What are they challenging?
To
What did
make
I
a
miss?
Long Island
To make a Long
ice
Island iced tea
cream.
in a vape?
Mr. Crispers, where I'm from, we take real sweet tea and we add the white liquors. That's how we do it here. There, we even have a little island on the lake, and they serve the big old pitchers of Long Island tea. It's really good. You don't want to drink much of that.
Oh, yeah, it is hilarious when Sheldon takes his first sip. He goes, "Oh, now that's a treat that's hard to beat,"
Yes, it is.
and he just sucks the whole thing down. She's like,
Oh my
"Pace
gosh.
yourself." So
Oh.
that low down polecat done wrong my woman.
How long did it take before he passed out?
Mm. He went over to Will Wheaton's house first to beat him up.
Gosh.
So
Oh
he goes,
Lord.
so he shows up at Will Wheaton's house drunk as a skunk, banging on the door, and he's like, "You insulted my girlfriend, and I'm here to defend her honor." And he's going like this, right?
You're
And
Mr.
he was
Skinny
like,
Man.
"Oh," he goes, "Oh, Sheldon, you don't really think we're gonna fight, do you?" He goes, "My fists aren't up here because I'm milking an invisible cow."
That's great. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And he's like, "I'm here to beat an apology out of you." And
That's great.
he goes, "Sheldon, I'm sorry." He goes,
Yeah.
"Well, that was a long bus ride for not very much." He's out of curiosity. Which one of your shrubs could do with a thorough vomiting? Never mind, I'll pick.
Oh.
And then he goes, "Bleh."
Oh my goodness, that's great. That is awesome. Oh
Big Bang
Lord.
Theory is, I don't know. You know what? I'm trying to think, all time favorite TV show might have to be The Big Bang Theory. I have seen
Yeah, it's
every
funny.
episode umpteen times over and over again. I love the show. I could recite it by heart. I love it. And I thought that the ending was how a lot of times you have these shows and then they have these really disappointing endings. Dexter. And, yeah, just
Larry.
pardon.
Larry.
Oh, Larry,
He
what?
said I'm wrong. I'm not wrong, you're wrong. Sorry.
But I mean, there's so many shows out there that just ended horribly and
Yeah,
just left us all feeling empty. And I felt
yeah,
the ending to The Big Bang Theory was absolutely wonderful.
yeah.
Just tied everything together, and Sheldon really came full circle into really appreciating the people in his life. Um, so yeah, if you're not a Big Bang Theory fan, you need to be, seriously. Just watch it. It's such a
Not
good
as bad
show.
as Lost. Lost, that messed me up forever. The ending to Lost. Oh my
See,
God.
I haven't seen Lost.
Oh my
I heard
gosh.
Lost was terrible. I know The Sopranos. Yeah, I did watch I didn't watch all of The Sopranos David and
Yeah.
my mom got into watching The Sopranos when I wasn't around,
Yeah.
and but I did end up watching a good bit of the last season with them, and I thought The Sopranos ending sucked.
Oh.
Dexter's ending sucked. Um, I did not like Game of Thrones, but ended up watching the last season because David and my mom were all into it.
Yeah, that
Um,
wasn't for me.
and I did not. I mean, I didn't have all the backstory to go with it, but I thought the Game of Thrones ending was pretty shitty. Um, but yeah, you have a show to watch Saturday. Yeah, if you have, well, if you haven't seen or you're talking about their show, yeah. But yeah, Big Bang Theory.
What's up,
You
baby?
know what else I have? I'd never watched when it was on, and I've been rewatching Third Rock from the Sun. That is hilarious. I cannot begin to tell you how often I am just sitting down in the living room by myself, just cracking up, just cackling because it's so funny. Yeah, I didn't watch any of Game of Thrones, Mandalorian. I did not care, or it's Mandalorian. I get that. I get it now. Okay. Oh, she's muted. Um, yeah, I did not care for it. It wasn't, oh, she's messaging me. She can't unmute.
Yes, sorry. It was really super loud. My husband just came home and the boys were screaming.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Messed up his
Um,
bread.
but yeah, I didn't like Game of Thrones. Um, David tried to get me into it, and the only thing I liked about Game of Thrones was the scenes with the dragons. I like the dragons. Other
I
than
only
that,
liked, the first season when the hot guy was in it.
yeah, Jason Momoa, like
Yeah, the hot
I
guy.
mean, I could watch the scenes with Jason Momoa in it,
Yeah,
sort of. I don't
yeah,
know. He was all kind of animalistic, and I didn't care for that.
yeah. He was kind of
But
mean.
well, not some. Well, I mean, yes, he was mean too, but he was just this animalistic, you know.
Yeah, but he looked good doing it.
Well, yeah, it's Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't care. So David tried like hell to get me. My mom was totally into it. David and mom watched it from start to end, like they loved it. Um, Breaking Bad was one. I would say I'm trying to get my mom into Breaking Bad, and she's not going
Yeah.
for it. But I can't. Like, Game of Thrones just. Ugh.
Hmm.
So yeah, I didn't care for Seinfeld. Seinfeld was not. I don't know. Seinfeld just left me meh. Loved Friends. Loved Friends. And the reunion show is available now on HBO Max if you have not seen it yet, or if you didn't know that it was coming. Um, oh wait, that's not where you're talking to me. Oh. Well, just come on and say goodbye if you gotta go. Unmute and say goodbye.
Oh, I forgot to unmute. Love you guys. We'll be back next Thursday, or I
She's
will.
gotta
I think
go.
she's staying. I gotta
I'm gonna,
go.
yeah, I'm gonna go here in a few minutes. I'll wrap this
Okay.
up. But like talking TV shows. It's kind of fun to talk TV shows with you guys. Bye, honey. We love you. Um, I actually never watched House, and I just started watching House, Larry. So yeah, I'm only about 6 or 7 episodes in, but it's good. I didn't want to watch it at first because I kind of thought he was a dick. I mean, and he is a dick, but yeah, no, it's pretty good. I like it. Um, what else? But yeah, no, Third Rock from the Sun. I'm actually on the last season of Third Rock from the Sun, so I'm going to be finishing it up pretty soon. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really funny. Uh, you know, and I mean, when you have actors that are really good at what they do, like John Lithgow and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I just think it really brings the show to life. So, okay, well, um, any other recommendations that you guys want to throw at me for TV shows or? I've also been rewatching Ink Master, which is so funny. Because I mean, stuff that, it's a reality show, so it's not, and I've already seen it, so I know who wins, but I just love the artwork. This is like the third time I've watched Ink Master, and I just really love the artwork, and it always makes me want to go get another tattoo. I like the Electric Avenue cover segment on Third Rock from the Sun. Not if it's, wait, what? What, what, what's going to get in the way of the Frosted O's? What did I miss? This is so good. I think I need to redrip. I don't think that this mod is powerful enough. I think I should put this on a no TV for you. No. No, no, no. I told you when I go home. You know what? I'm going to put this on my dual battery mod because I think it needs more power. And you guys can say, I mean, it'd be like, oh, 70 watts should be 70 watts. Now, when it's a single battery mod, it just doesn't have as much power. So I'm going to take my gold.com off of my D3, and I'm going to put it on my Eclipse and see what that tastes like. Okay. Still at 50. Oh. Oh. Well, that's interesting. So the D3 was reading these coils at 0.28, but my Eclipse is reading it at 0.33. That may be why it didn't taste right. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it went down to 0.30. It's amazing how that little tiny bit will actually change it. Yeah. I haven't seen 6 Feet Under either. Um, what else have I been watching? Grey's Anatomy. Um, The Good Doctor. What else? Bub, 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 bub. I've been a little reluctant to watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I kind of, from what I have seen of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I kind of feel like it might be it might cross my stupid factor. Like that's something this is a little too stupid, but I should give it a shot. My son recommended Parks and Recreation, but I think I tried to watch a couple episodes of that, and I was like, meh. He also recommended Schitt's Creek, which I made it to like 3 episodes of that, and I'm done with that. That's stupid. Um, oh, there is a series on Hulu. I've only watched a few episodes of it, and I need to get back to watching it. Um, it's very good. It's called Mary Kills People. So if you have Hulu, look it up. Basically, it's a female doctor who is basically moonlights as Dr. Kevorkian. Um, it's interesting. I mean, it has my interest peaked. I wouldn't say that it's good yet, but it's definitely interesting. So, like I said, I'm only about 3 episodes into it. I have seen Naked and Afraid. I don't know if I saw all the seasons of Naked and Afraid. We were watching Alone. I kind of preferred Alone over Naked and Afraid. Um, the Naked and Afraid thing, I don't know. I guess Naked and Afraid was just too intense, I think. Especially I know there was one episode that we watched. Was it Naked? Was it the regular Naked and Afraid, or was it Naked and Afraid XL? Because I think we watched a couple episodes of Naked and Afraid XL, and there was this one where they were down in like South America somewhere, like in the Amazon, and I mean the mosquitoes were so crazy intense, and I mean it just gave me the willies to even just watch them trying to sleep because well the idiots the one person ended up tapping out because or the guy tapped out and the girl was left there alone and they actually brought her another partner or no, did they bring her another partner? But the guy tapped out and the girl was there by herself. Oh, and then she tapped out and then they brought in another couple to try to do it. And the first thing the couple said is, "Why the hell did they make their campsite near the water?" Like, that was one of the reasons that they were so. I mean, because like the mosquitoes were just like audibly intense. Here they are trying to sleep, and all you could hear is zzz, because the mosquitoes were just so crazy intense. And mosquitoes eat me alive, okay? I mean, I can go outside for like 10 minutes and I'll get like 4 mosquito bites in no time flat. They will bite me through my clothes. They will, I mean, they love me. And so the idea of being out there naked when there are literally millions of mosquitoes, just, oh God. Ah. I've watched Will and Grace. I started to watch the reboot of Will and Grace, and they got too political too fast. And I was just like, whatever. I loved Will and Grace. I actually watched Will and Grace the whole way through, the whole series. And this was like last year, I think, sometime. And I really did love it. But yeah, I went to watch the reboot, and it was just too political. Like right off the bat, it was just within the first 5 minutes, they were just bitching about Trump and whatever, blah 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 blah. The Great British Baking Show. Let's see, what does Gerard say? I turned on my TV about third time this year, a month ago. A friend of mine was on GPTV on a show about wildlife rescue. I practice and play video games instead. Yeah. This is really good. You're gonna like this, Munchkin. This is really good. Like I said, it might be more Frosted O's than it is Frosted Flakes, but it's pretty good. Um, let's see what else. Oh, have you guys watched the Pooch Perfect? It's a dog grooming contest. So they bring in these dog groomers, pairs of dog groomers, and they do these crazy things to these dogs. I can't even imagine dogs that actually sit still for this. They color them all kinds of crazy colors, and they put bows and braids and ponytails and pigtails and everything. And my dog would never sit still for that. She would not be having that shit. But they do some pretty amazing stuff. Don't care for the host as much though. It's Rebel Wilson is the host. She's all right. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. We had a success today, I think. So yeah, I think that's going to be one of our. I gotta calculate up the flashpoint, but there shouldn't be anything in here that's considered flammable. So I should be able to offer this on the website very soon. And yeah, you guys go get some concentrates, get some coffee at Mixin. Right there. Here we go. Use coupon code Mixin, get 10% off, and you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe, be responsible, make good choices, and I will see you guys next week, next Thursday. Bye bye. Of course, I don't have music playing. I'll just go through the outro here. I gotta update this. These links aren't even right anymore. That link is not right. The Facebook link is not right. The YouTube link is still right though. Well, actually, they took out the user part. I gotta update this. Oh. Needs more clicks. All right, guys. Have a great evening. I love you guys.